Hey, Pardon My Take listeners, you can find every episode on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Prime members can listen ad-free on Amazon Music. On today's Pardon My Take, we have our brackets. The brackets are out. March Madness is finally here.
My bracket's busted.
Oh, no. There goes my bracket. It's the gif of the trash can going down a flooded street. Ha ha.
Hey, Big Cat, live look at my bracket. It's a dumpster fire.
Oh, shit. And we also have Whitey in the building. We have Mark Titus on to break down the brackets. We're going to talk about the eve of NFL free agency. The Bears have made a big trade on Friday afternoon. Talk about that. Aaron Rodgers still a piece of shit. Who's back of the week? And guess what? A bonus NIT bracket reveal at the end of the show before we do the lottery balls. See if Nova gets in. And it's all brought to you by our friends at Pupperoni. And guess what? PFT, I know that you're thinking maybe it's time you're back in the dog market. Gonna get a yard in Chicago. Gonna get a dog. Yeah. Well, I'm here to tell you, I want your dog to be a Pupperoni dog.
Why's that?
I want him to be a Pupperoni dog because Pupperoni
or her
has delicious treats. They're irresistible. The smell of them, dogs smell them and they're like, oh my God, I need to be a Pupperoni dog. Billy's been having Whitey eat some Pupperoni. Guess how good Pupperoni is?
How good is it?
Billy walked by me. He farted. And it was funny. I mean, sorry, Whitey did. I thought it was Billy. It was Whitey. It sounded like a human fart. I was like, was that Whitey? And Billy's like, man, he just loves Pupperoni. That's how good it is. Every dog loves Pupperoni. It is the treat and the food that every dog goes for. So, PFT, can I talk you into being a Pupperoni guy?
I don't know. I was thinking maybe my dog would be vegan. I'm not sure.
Okay, all right. Well, maybe we'll have some more time to talk you into it. Either way, go to pupperoni.com to find a bag near you. That's PUPPERONI.com to find a bag near you and send us a pic of you and your dog filling out your bracket for a chance to win some PMT merch. Tweet us at Pardon My Take and at Pupperoni. Stella's a Pupperoni dog. I'm just going to say it right now. Stella's a Pupperoni dog because Pupperoni has the best treats out there. Let's treat our dogs how they should be treated. Our best friends. BFT, I still got some work to do with him, but Whitey's a Pupperoni dog. Stella's a Pupperoni dog. You can be a Pupperoni dog owner. Go to pupperoni.com to find a bag near you. Send us a pic of your dog filling out your bracket for a chance to win some PMT merch, and tweet us at Pardon My Take and Pupperoni. At Pardon My Take and at Pupperoni.
I just booped Whitey like 7 times during the ad read.
He's happy.
I think next time we talk about Pupperoni, I'm going to go for the world record.
Yes, he is happy dog. Pupperoni makes happy dogs. Okay, let's go.
Now in the street there is violence, and a lot of work to be done. No place to hang out or washing, and then I can't blame all on the sun. Oh no, we're gonna rock down to Electric Avenue, and then we'll take it higher. Oh, we're gonna rock down to
It's Pardon My Take, presented by Barstool Sports.
Welcome to Pardon My Take. Today is Monday, March 13th, and we have our brackets.
Let's go. This is Marsh.
Let's go. Hear that? Hear that, folks? Yeah, you even got Hank with a pen in his hand. You never see that. That's like Loch Ness Monster.
This is the most reading that I do in a calendar year.
God.
Like non-internet reading is, I think 90% of the words that I read over the course of the year when it comes to paper and ink are probably in the 3 days before March Madness starts when I just look at all these different brackets. I'm probably going to print out 7 or 8 different brackets. Just look at them. I just love looking at a bracket.
And you have to have
guys only want one thing, and it's disgusting to look at brackets.
It's a bracket. It's a bracket. I'm so excited for March Madness. We have Mark Titus on the show. We're going to break down the bracket, talk all the storylines, get excited. Before we do that, though, because we can save. I want to talk about the bracket with Mark Titus. I don't want to talk about anything else. I do want to say Rutgers got screwed. Let's just throw that out there.
Rutgers got fucked.
Rutgers got fucked. One of my favorite parts of when they do the bracket reveal and you have the last 4 out, and one team always gets fucked. That team gets maybe like 3 minutes of everyone feeling bad for them, and
Yeah.
then you're like, oh shit, I have a bracket in my hand.
Yeah, don't care.
And I
don't
give
care
a
anymore.
fuck. Rutgers who? Like who the fuck cares? I don't. Hey, Rutgers? Did they even play basketball this year? I have a bracket.
Texas A&M got fucked too with their seeding.
Yeah.
But that's another thing where I see that they come out and they get a 7 seed, but then I see that we could get a juicy second round matchup between Texas A&M and Texas, and I'm like, good. I'm glad A&M got screwed just so that I can potentially look ahead to that matchup.
Yes. So I also got duped. I want to just hand up. I got duped. I did not expect Wisconsin to make the bracket. I actually am happy they're not because their season's been torturous. I was at maybe, if you ask me honestly, this morning it was like 1% chance, 1% like 3 or 4 teams say, hey, we're not playing, so we need to find some more teams to get in the 68-team field. Right before the bracket was revealed, my best friends from college, we have a group text. One of them dropped a CBS Sports link. I thought it was going to be a big black cock. It wasn't. I thought we were going to go back to COVID times. It was instead an article that said NCAA Tournament 2023 Wisconsin Badgers. It's all positive vibes now for the Badgers after they somehow snuck into the field of 68 despite being one of the nation's lowest scoring teams. That was an insult sentence right there, but that's fine. Either way, I saw it, and I was like, oh, script leaked. We're in.
Yep.
So in a cruel twist of fate, I have not let this team hurt me whatsoever all year. And then I had this dropped into my lap right before the bracket reveal, got my weird hopes up, and then they hurt me. In the last final second, they're like, wait, hold on, let's get him one last time.
You know what it is? It's like when they write an obituary ahead of time, so they're ready to drop it. This is like Jimmy Carter dead at the age of 98, and they accidentally publish it like 2 days before he gets in. So I feel like just acknowledging that you were a bubble team is kind of a win.
Yeah, but it really was so mean that they did that to me at the last possible second because I had no expectations. I could not emotionally get hurt. And then it was one last, oh, maybe they're alive. No, they're actually dead.
Yeah, they're dead. They're deader than dead.
Yeah.
So there's that. There's UNC preemptively declaring that they're not going to participate in the NIT.
Cowards.
Which is a bullshit thing that they're doing. And
one more spot for Nova.
It's disgusting that UNC is bowing out. Maybe JMU gets in instead of UNC.
We'll find out at the end of the show.
But people forget that UNC, the NIT used to be the national championship tournament.
That's true.
It's very disrespectful what you're doing. They are the first team to go from preseason number 1 to not making the NCAA tournament since the field was expanded in 1985.
They're also the first team to go from a Final Four straight to Cowardville.
They're cowards.
They are Cowardville.
It's disgusting. It's a slap in the face to all of college basketball.
Bitch made.
The sport we love so very deeply.
And we were robbed of Armando Bacot rolling his ankle 3 or 4 more times.
That's also true.
That's bullshit. I wanted to see it. I wanted to be like, oh no, is he really injured this time? No, he's back in the game.
So my big takeaway from this, from looking at how the bracket could play out, and Big Kid, I think you're on the same page as I am. I think this is Duke's year.
Yeah.
I think we got to go. I think we got to go heavy on Duke.
Yeah.
Because how awesome would that be if Duke won the national championship the year after Coach K left? Coach K was holding the boys back.
It would be so awesome for so many reasons, but it would also change all of history because I will go back and I will comb through every year where Duke underperformed because I would think the John Shire winning the ACC tournament on Saturday night, they've kind of put it together here. They've overperformed what they look like at the beginning of the season. You could say that Coach K should have had 10 national championships. He's actually a colossal disappointment.
Failure, I would say.
Overall.
As a human.
Hank, are you going to be back? Are you back into the Duke bandwagon? You're back?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay, so
you don't even want him to win. Listen to you, Hank. You don't want Duke to win.
If they don't make it to Sweet 16, you get a cat?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, I tried. I took one Hail Mary.
Do you think if they made the national championship, you think that Coach K would try to retroactively claim all these wins for him, like the opposite of a Pete Gaudette situation?
Yes, absolutely.
They're his guys. He recruited
my
these guys.
Yeah. No, he'd be like, actually, I've been involved with this team since day one.
Yep.
But we will do all the bracket talk with Titus. We got to break through everything. We'll do every region. We'll talk about our picks. We'll see storylines, everything. We got a lot of bracket talk to get to. Also, the Bears are back. So on Friday,
They fleeced. Somebody got fleeced. I don't know who. Asked me in 3 years, but somebody got fleeced.
The Bears traded the number 1 pick. We all expected it. I want to say that the timing, it feels like we kind of pushed Ryan Poles to do it. He actually texted me after and was like, thanks, man. We took all your... Well, he texted me before the trade. He said, does this look good to you? Mm-hmm. And I was like, I just thumbs upped it. And then they did the trade. And he's like, you and PFT have great football minds. Thank you for getting this,
he's a smart
this
guy.
deal done.
He's a smart guy. They got the part that was kind of looked over when they announced this trade because it didn't seem like the massive haul of picks that some people thought. But DJ Moore... Getting DJ Moore, did you know, Big Cat?
Oh, I know this.
Wait. Let me finish.
Okay.
Did you know that DJ Moore, his total career total for receiving yards would make him the Bears' all-time leading receiver?
Yes.
So you got the best receiver in the history. I'm saying it's a good thing. You got the all-time leading wide receiver in the history of the Bears organization.
I'm pretty sure the top like 7 or 8. 3 of them are non-wide receivers.
Yeah, they're tight ends.
No, it's Matt Forte, Walter Payton, and Mike Ditka are definitely in there.
Yeah.
So that,
Greg Olson's probably up there too.
No, he didn't play long enough.
Okay.
But yeah, it's bad. It's been bad. Offensive football's not great. But yeah, so the haul exactly is Bears trade the 1 pick to the Panthers. Ooh, shout out the Panthers for throwing out a smokescreen today and being like, we might trade the 1 pick. Which would be so hilarious if they did and got more than the Bears.
That'd be very
want to
funny.
think about that.
Yeah.
They trade the 1 pick. The Bears get back the 9th pick, the 61st pick, which is the second rounder this year, the 2024 first pick, and the 2025 second round pick, and DJ Moore. And I love the trade for many different reasons because we need draft capital. But the fact that they got DJ Moore, who, if you're going to draft a wide receiver, you're basically saying, there could be a wide receiver in the first round this year that's better than DJ Moore, but it's a risk. You don't know. It's a 50-50
DJ Moore's
shot.
pretty fucking good.
He's really good. Now you have your wide receiver core. I think they still probably will draft someone or maybe free agency, but you got a pretty decent wide receiver core around Justin Fields, and you can focus the draft on offensive and defensive line. I love how assertive it was. Get it done right before free agency. Start moving forward, and Jalen Carter might fall. I don't know. Imagine that. Imagine if the Bears actually got Jalen Carter, who they could have drafted with 1.
That would be nice.
Probably won't happen.
That would be nice, though. The Panthers seem like somebody leaked something because C.J. Stroud went from being like plus 600, plus 400 in some places to now he's like negative money.
Yeah.
To be the number 1 overall pick. So somebody somewhere knows that the Panthers love C.J. Stroud. Tough break for all the Anthony Richardson fans out there, of which there are many. But it could still happen.
It could definitely still happen.
Hey, Hank, think about it this way.
Anything can happen.
Anthony Richardson physically could wear a lot of the same uniforms that Cam Newton wore. Mm-hmm. They're basically the same player. Mm-hmm. Wouldn't you if I were the Panthers, I would look back on that Cam Newton draft and I'd say, I want somebody that's as close to Cam Newton as possible. Who better than Anthony Richardson?
You should be like, hey, Anthony, will you do the Superman after touchdowns? Okay.
Yeah, dab.
Done.
Anthony Richardson, he could bring the dab back.
Yeah, he could. But I am the Bears did something good. I'm very optimistic. Talking with everyone on Friday, I was like, everyone's enthusiastic. It feels good. The options are unlimited. They still have the number 1 most cap space, which is crazy because that was the other part about DJ Moore. DJ Moore is signed for 3 years, $17 million a year. That's pretty good. Mm-hmm. Like it's not just we're gonna. You needed weapons for Justin Fields to see what he is as a passer. I know that this all hinges on Justin Fields' progression. That might be the scary part, but everything else is starting to align that if Justin Fields is who I think he is and who I hope he is, the Bears could be in a really good spot, and it's all crazy to me because it doesn't make sense for the Bears to actually be doing competent things as an organization. And I also just want to say shout out Davis Mills. That motherfucker, I love him for life because none of this is possible if he doesn't beat the Colts. And that's why I was that excited that day, because when you have the first pick, you have all the ability to make all the moves. That was a hopefully franchise-altering touchdown pass and 2-point conversion he made in Indianapolis that Sunday, because if these picks start to align and they start to do well, this could be like, hey, the Bears have built something here. I'm excited.
Now, the Bears might not be done trading, though.
Yeah,
They said that they
remember
could,
I told trade
they
back
said
more.
that they might trade back or they might trade up.
Two
You don't know.
second rounders.
Yeah, if this was draft day, they would not be done just
No.
yet. So there's there's a lot of stuff that could happen. It would be very funny though if the Panthers somehow figured out a way to get more for the first round pick,
I don't want
and then they traded to some other team and that third team.
Yeah.
Like as teams get more and more desperate leading up to the draft. Or maybe it's a smokescreen. Maybe the Panthers are saying they leaked this stuff about CJ because they knew there was another team. Maybe, I mean, who's the most dupable owner in the NFL? And I say this with love.
Jim Irsay.
It's probably Jim Irsay. If Jim
Mark
Irsay,
Davis, number 2.
If Jim Irsay doesn't get Lamar Jackson, it sounds like he's going to try to get Lamar. He might be one owner that's in on Lamar. But if things don't work out for him, I could see Jim Irsay then being like, shit, you know what? We should get that pick. Colts traditionally have a rich history of drafting good quarterbacks with the first overall pick.
That's true.
In the draft. He's very comfortable drafting first.
That's true. I think the Panthers will use this pick. I think Frank Reich probably took this job being like, get the first pick for me because I don't want to do a replacement quarterback again.
Yeah.
He's spent the last 5 years of his career just getting, cast-offs. Not cast-offs, but guys at the tail end of their career. And he's like, I need something new. I need a fresh start. The Panthers are going to have a fresh start. The Bears are going to have a fresh start. I'll say it. You know what? I'll be honorable. Win-win all around. Good job, Panthers.
Both teams won.
I do think because obviously this news happened. It happened on Friday during conference tournament madness. So I processed it, and then on Saturday I just started reading every article I could read about it, and it seemed like there was a sticking point in the trade where the Panthers didn't want to give up DJ Moore and they wanted to give up a 2025 first. Because a lot of people were like, if you trade the first pick, you should get 2 additional firsts back. Mm-hmm. I would much rather have DJ Moore than the 2025 first. I would. I'd rather have the guy who's good, who's an established NFL wide receiver.
It's so far in the future that it might not even happen.
Right.
When I hear 2025, that's a future problem. We can figure that out at a later time.
And it also just makes it so the Bears can attack the draft on the line. Like they can go get offensive and defensive line, and they don't have to try to get a wide receiver right now. Like it's not finished. It's not. People were tweeting the wide receiver core of the Bears and being like, where does it rank? Everyone's like last, dead last, all this shit. Like that's hurtful. Still hurts my feelings. This is good. This is a decisive move that Ryan Poles has now set himself up to make more decisive moves.
Yeah, it's actually perfect because in 3 years we can look back at every person that they drafted, and then it's going to take 3 years to finally determine whether or not this was a good trade back. This is actually, it's so nice having the first overall pick if you're a general manager.
It's the best.
Because you trade back and then you get essentially like a job extension.
Yeah.
So you get a contract extension because you're like, well, you can't judge me until the last of those draft picks 2 years, 3 years after we draft until they mature.
Right.
So essentially you've given yourself like a 7-year window to prove yourself as a general manager.
I trust in Ryan Poles. It's a weird feeling to be like, yeah, you know what? I think the Bears are doing the right thing. They're making the correct moves. The only problem with giving up the first pick is you no longer have the first pick. It's like the last bite of a sandwich. If I were a GM, I wouldn't trade. I wouldn't even use it. I wouldn't even use the first pick. I would just hold it forever.
What if you traded back to the first pick?
Yeah. Just be like, Panthers, how about we give you your picks back, but we keep DJ Moore?
Yeah.
I'm done.
Maybe the Panthers are experiencing regret right now.
Yeah, there's definitely some buyer's remorse because the Panthers, come on, that was stupid. You guys got fleeced. But no, good trade.
Well, the Bears, they definitely miss having the first-round pick because Ryan Poles was probably talking to a lot of good friends on the phone for a while. Mm-hmm. He probably seemed like he was cool. Everyone was blowing him up.
Yep.
Now the phone stops ringing once you stop having something that everybody else wants.
NFL
GMs are such fake friends. They don't keep in touch with the other GMs unless there's something they want from them.
Yeah, no. Now we grind some tape. So free agency starts Monday. By the time you're listening, it's already started. I think we'll have an Aaron Rodgers resolution by Monday.
Are you starting to think about what I said on Friday?
Oh yeah. So
it makes more and more sense to me the more I think about it that Aaron would absolutely love to just rub in people's faces that he turned down this contract, so you can't tell him anything for the rest of his life.
Yeah, and Mark Murphy, the president of the Packers, comments definitely furthered that along. So first of all, shout out Mark Murphy because you would think. Well, actually, you wouldn't think this. This is very Wisconsin. I say this actually in an endearing way, not in a negative way. He didn't do a press conference. He actually was interviewed in the middle of a Wisconsin high school girls basketball state tournament. That's when he was interviewed and talked about Aaron Rodgers. Yeah. Perfect. I love that. Like, and I truly do love that. So he said, when asked about Rodgers, he said, yeah, I mean, unless if things don't work out the way the Packers want them, yeah, we would bring him back. He is obviously a great player. And then he started talking about his legacy and, like, we're going to retire his number. Mm-hmm. And we just want to do right by him, which means he clearly wants to leave. But now he might retire. I don't know. You're right. Here was the exact quote that was like, this feels like a done deal unless Aaron Rodgers retires. He said, we're fortunate to have back-to-back Hall of Fame quarterbacks. It kind of happens in our game. Very few players play for only one team. Brett had a great career here. Aaron had a great career. Regardless of what happens, Aaron will be in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. He'll be in our Hall of Fame. We will bring him back and retire his number. But this is just one of the things that you go through as a team. We want to try to achieve something that is good for both Aaron and us.
Yeah.
That doesn't feel like Aaron Rodgers is the quarterback of the Green Bay Packers.
It also seems like the Jets would have had a deal that was in place tentatively with the Packers, and then the Packers were like, okay, you can sit down and meet with Aaron Rodgers.
They
and
did
talk
do that.
about all the weird stuff.
They did do that.
So they had, that's what I'm saying. They had a deal in place before that meeting happened. That meeting's been done happening for almost a week right now. So it feels like if nothing has moved since then, it might be Aaron Rodgers being like, you know what, I'd really rather just retire than go somewhere else. And also, like, I wouldn't blame Aaron Rodgers to retire rather than play for the Jets. No disrespect, Billy, but I feel like
full disrespect.
But full disrespect also. They got rid of Braxton Berrios.
Yeah.
So who's he going to throw the ball to?
Yeah, thirst trap king. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but no, this feels it feels like we're just waiting for Aaron Rodgers to sign off on him going to the Jets because the Packers have moved on to Jordan Love. It definitely, like, all the comments, everything around it, it just, you can't say some of the things that have been said on both sides and not come to this conclusion. He went on, hopefully it'll create a situation where it's a win for both sides. Yeah. We'd love to have it resolved to start the free agency. A win for both sides is not Aaron Rodgers coming back.
When would be the most perfect time for Aaron to drop his news if he was going to retire?
He's going to do it like 3 a.m. tonight, and we're going to have to wake up. I'm going to wake up because my son's going to jump on me. I'm going to see it. I'm going to text everyone. Then someone else is going to wake up and be like, holy shit.
I think,
and then last person to wake up is going to have FOMO that they were the last person to wake up.
It could be during the Oscars. Mm-hmm. I'm still missing this slap buzz that I had from last year. This Oscars isn't going to have a slap. I need Aaron to interject and put something out in that place.
Going back to your point about Ryan Poles not getting phone calls, that is essentially what Aaron Rodgers has done the last month. He just wants to be talked about on every show. Yeah. He's a fucking diva bitch.
Yeah. Hey, Aaron, I need some DMT too. I demand more transparency.
Yeah. Boom. Suck on that.
Bitch.
Suck on that. There's no reason that he's doing how this whole process goes through. He's just making it as dramatic as possible so people can keep talking about it. Mm-hmm. That's really all it is.
Which is kind of cool. Like, I understand.
Guess, but he's also done it multiple times now.
He's in the content game now.
Yeah.
What if he retired to become a blogger? He's definitely going to have a podcast.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers, 1,000,000% going to have a podcast.
It's going to suck. It's going to totally suck. It's going to be the worst podcast. I'm going to 1-star review that shit.
Actually, I would watch a podcast that was done in complete darkness. In a studio with no light whatsoever. No sound.
Did you just hear him breathing?
Yeah, it's just Aaron goes into a darkness retreat with a celebrity. So it's like week 1, Aaron Rodgers and Joe Rogan probably.
Sure.
Or Aaron and Kyrie. That seems right. Aaron and Kyrie go into a dark room and sit together in silence for 3 hours.
Oh, by the way.
I would listen to that. That would actually be perfect if you're trying to fall asleep.
Yeah. Special fuck you to Kyrie Irving, who called out gamblers. Who does he think? Like, this is just crazy how he's just torching everything.
What'd he say?
He was like, it's really the animosity sometimes from the crowd. Like, we don't care about, like, your parlay. Like, we're playing ball. It's like, dude, guess what the league advertises with gambling companies. Every league does now.
Yeah.
You want your $200 million. You're going to get it. Like, what are you talking about? He pisses me off.
I think Kyrie just doesn't like anybody that tells him anything.
Anything.
Like not even people that are like telling him what to do. He just doesn't like people talking to him.
Yeah, no.
He's like, why are you talking to me?
He is my 3.5-year-old son. The other night, my son, I said, he grabbed my face and I was like, please don't do that. in that exact tone, and then he got mad at me. He was like, I don't like when you say something to me.
Yeah.
That is literally Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, Kyrie doesn't like interacting with people.
I do not. What do you do with that sentence? Where I don't like when you say something to me. That's what he said, and I was like, okay.
What gives you the right to tell me to sit down? Well, I'm your coach, Kyrie.
Yeah.
Jay Williams called out Stephen A. on First Take last week, saying, like, this seems personal, and Stephen A. kind of got flustered and then came out today or yesterday and said, Kyrie and I have our differences on a personal level, which is none of anybody's business, and I'll never tell why. He knows why, and his daddy knows why.
Oh, wow.
So Jay Williams was right.
That is
And now
personal.
I just need to know what the reason is and what Kyrie Irving's dad did.
That was an awesome clip, though, when Stephen A. and Jay Williams were just yelling at each other, and it got personal between the two of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he said, I'm always triggered.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what, this is a great line to have. What did he say?
I wonder what Kyrie's dad could have done to Stephen A. Smith.
Yeah. Oh, here it is. Gambling, this is what he said. Gambling and sports betting have completely taken the purity and fun away from the game at times. I'm going to be honest with y'all. There's a difference between being a diehard fan and supporting your team and loving your team versus somebody that's betting on a parlay or somebody that wants to hit. I agree with that. But do you think people just started gambling last year?
Yeah,
like, what are we talking about?
It absolutely takes away some of the purity of the game.
Yes,
but it's also what Kyrie needs to realize. It's also very fun.
Yeah, it's always, and we're not saying like a diehard Mavericks fan definitely cares more than a bet I make on the Mavericks. We're not arguing that.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up, dude. Don't come at me.
Yeah, Billy.
People
I'm
have been
triggered.
gambling since the Coliseum. That was actually something
Thank you.
really interesting. That like the origins of gambling is like in the Coliseum. It's
Yeah.
right there with
methodical.
sports since like the beginning of time.
I mean, would you go to a gladiator event and not gamble on it?
Yeah.
That would be disgusting. Actually, the people that were into gladiator sports for the purity of it, it's like, no, I just want to go see these two humans fight to the death because I love the game. That's fucked up.
Yeah.
If you're betting on it, I completely understand that.
Yeah.
If you go to a fucking sword fight and don't bet on it, you should be arrested.
Yeah, you're just like, I want the guy in the red to die.
Yeah, I'm rooting for blood.
Yeah, why not? But I just would love for Kyrie to put in the thought experiment of like, take away all gambling, everything all together, and then the NBA goes and negotiates their TV contract.
Yep.
What happens?
Well, what about betting on yourself? Kyrie?
Yeah, that's true. He's done that like 17
Yeah,
times.
exactly.
Yeah. All right, what else do we have? Anything from this? I mean, the conference tournament week took a lot out of me. But it was fun. It's always fun. March is the best. These 2 weeks, oh my God. I'm so excited for the break.
Odell Beckham's back.
Oh, yeah.
Odell Beckham worked out for 10 teams, 10 different teams. Somebody said that he's like the most jacked up that he's ever been.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But then, Big Cat, guess when the last time Odell Beckham had over 1,100 yards receiving was? I think it's 1,100 yards.
2016?
2016.
Oh, I nailed it.
It's been a while. It's been a while since Odell was like top of the line, elite as a wide receiver.
Do you know what a rumor I heard would suck?
What?
Chiefs.
Oh, did you hear that from Leroy?
Oh, no, I did. I missed Leroy's tweet about it.
Leroy
Sorry.
broke the news on Saturday.
All I see on Twitter is just ads and All Quiet on the Western Front.
Yeah.
That's,
it's
I can't. I don't see anything on Twitter anymore.
Yeah.
I don't see anyone's tweets. I just see ads.
Are you on the For You page?
Yeah, no, I'm on regular Twitter, but it's like everything else is an ad. I don't remember the last time I've gleaned something from Twitter.
Yeah, so, well, if you follow what Leroy had to say, he's reporting that the Chiefs are front runners right now in the Odell Beckham sweepstakes. But also he's asking for a shitload of money. So Odell thinks that he's still in 2016 Odell mode. I'm going to withhold judgment on whether or not teams should sign Odell until I see the most recent clip that his dad puts together of his highlight reel. And it really just needs to be the Super Bowl catch for a touchdown. And then I'll be like, yeah, Odell's still good.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, he definitely will. He'll come back. He won't be the same Odell, but then he'll make one or two plays where you're like, yep.
Counterpoint, if he signs to the Chiefs are all the way back.
They're all the
He's
way
going to have Odell Beckham's going to have 2,300 yards receiving if he signs with the Chiefs.
If he signs with the Chiefs, I'm going to pick the Chiefs to win the AFC West.
It's bold.
Yep.
I think this is Denver's year. I think Denver's back.
Yeah, they did it. Okay, anything else before we do Who's Back of the Week? And then we're going to get all into the bracket. We're going to get inside the brackets with Mark Titus. Anything? Going once, going twice?
Scotty Scheffler's a beast.
Sky Scheffler is a fucking beast. And I'm not going to say someone that we know choked, but he went in the water.
But he wasn't going to win anyways.
He was on a run. He was on a hot streak.
and there's barely any water on that hole.
When was the last time? When was the last time?
Max so much.
Whoever won the TPC at Sawgrass won the Masters. I need somebody to look that up.
Yeah,
Was
just
it
say
Tiger?
Tiger.
Tiger, yeah.
Sure.
You're probably right about that.
Yeah,
So
Tiger.
it's probably a good thing that Max didn't win this.
Yeah, no, we're gearing up. Listen, it's all about the Masters. It's all about Augusta. None of this matters.
I think every golfer is born with a finite number of wins inside of them. You don't want to waste it on the TPC.
Correct.
That's like the 7th or 8th major.
Correct.
We want to save that for the Fortnite, for the Genesis, anything else that's named after video game systems, and then the Masters.
Scotty Scheffler is so fucking good. He's so dialed in. It's insane. Him and John Rahm.
Yeah, I was going to say, like,
Well, John Rahm had diarrhea.
when somebody's locked in, the two most fearsome golfers when they're dialed in right now, nobody can beat either Scotty Scheffler or John Rahm.
Yeah.
When they're dialed in.
No, it's they're on a different level. And John Rahm, yeah, he had diarrhea. What are you going to do? It just sucks when you get. I feel bad for John Rahm because when you're a little bit heavier and you get diarrhea, people automatically assume like, well, shouldn't have had that fucking ice cream and the pizza. Like they judge you. Like if I get diarrhea, people look at it differently than when you get diarrhea.
That's
true.
just
a fact. People they diarrhea shame me where they're like, well, no shit, you fat slob.
Yeah, if
you
I-
get it. They're like,
oh,
make
another-
sure you drink some water.
No.
Like make sure you stay hydrated.
poisoning.
No,
you food poisoning.
No, if I get it, it's like, oh, it's another Tuesday.
Yeah, but no, this is how people judge. It's not right. When I heard John Rahm had diarrhea, I was like, of course he did. He fucking went to Sonic last night.
All that paella runs right through you.
Yeah. So shout out John Rahm.
Shout out John
Stay
Rahm.
strong, bro.
Most impressive golfing of the week goes to Trent, though. You see Trent stuck it on the
Yeah.
green on 17?
Yeah, he did.
Max could never.
Yeah.
Great
Again,
shot by Trent, though.
Max went into the water.
It's nails.
Not a lot of water.
It was a very funny video.
There's a lot of non-water on that hole.
It's a very funny video that they put out where they had all the amateurs try to hit it onto the green the day before the Sawgrass, before the TPC, I mean, and like 90% of them hit it in the water on their first shot, and then of those guys that hit in the water, like 90% of that 90% hit it in the water again on their second shot.
I would be standing. I'd still be standing there.
I just hold it out.
Yeah.
I'd swish it. It would
No
go
problem.
right in the cup.
No problem. All right, let's do Who's Back of the Week. Hank, you ready?
I'm ready.
Who's Back of the Week?
Who's back look is baseball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
World Baseball Classics going on. Wasn't getting a lot of buzz. It was kind of last week. It was like, damn, baseball is dead. There's no buzz around this weekend. It was popping off. A lot of good clips.
Great Britain's jerseys.
Great Britain's jerseys
So funny.
looked like they lost their jerseys the night before, and they had to like go to the jersey store like down the street and just print jerseys as quick as they could.
They
Like,
got
we need
ironed
jerseys
on.
in an hour.
Yeah.
What can you do for us? We just need the words Great Britain on them. All right, that's good enough.
Yeah, they got ironed on there. How big are the bases?
I
Are
don't
they
know.
big?
I don't know.
I don't think that they're not big enough for me to care about baseball. They need to be 20% bigger.
It's
Did you
just
see the
so-
Shohei clip?
No.
He hit a home run,
Yeah.
and all a woman caught the ball, and then everyone in
Is he playing for U.S.?
no.
That's bullshit. We should get him.
Everyone in the crowd, they passed the ball around, and everyone in the crowd got to take a picture, and then they nicely brought the ball back to the original girl.
It was so respectful.
And it was like, that would never happen.
Is this
It was
just?
so
Is this
respectful.
like the upside down world of Philly?
Yeah, pretty much.
What the hell's going on?
They
think-
just, it's good culture.
No, I think that means that Japan's a bad sports town.
Yeah.
I think a real sports
Is that
town.
where it's taking place?
No, but
I
that's
think it's all over the place.
yeah, but the
What?
the
I
fans.
think so.
Like they're doing home games?
There were Japanese fans that were passing it around to
Got it.
themselves. A real sports culture would have been so drunk that they would have thrown up on each other.
Yeah.
and then fought over the ball.
See, this is another thing with the Twitter broken. I'd see it like once every I don't know, couple hours. Like, oh, that's going on. March is college basketball. This is my same argument with XFL. Like, March is college basketball.
In the World Baseball Classic, they should at least, if they're not going to have the bigger bases, let them use aluminum bats.
Yeah.
That would be sick.
Ping.
Just here, yeah, like Schwarber would be going yard all over.
Is
the
Schwarber
place.
playing?
Yeah,
Yeah, he had a bomb.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm in.
bombs.
I'm in.
Schwarber.
All right,
Bombs.
that's it. I'm in. You
Captain-
sold me. You should have started with
we
that.
should just
dude.
call him Captain America.
Yeah, you should have
Schwarber's
started with
Captain
that.
America.
And then also,
By the way, we should say on this podcast the fact that they call it Chinese Taipei is bullshit. That's Taiwan. We
Oh.
recognize Taiwan on this podcast. We're not communists, are we?
Hell no.
Nah, I don't think so.
I don't think so either, but I need to do my own research.
Okay,
I'm
you
gonna have
gotta
to
wait.
wait.
Hank's got to
I'm
wait
gonna
for
wait. I
all
don't
the
want you to
facts to
speak.
come out.
No, I just don't want you to speak for me. That seemed
Yeah.
pretty.
Don't put words
pretty
in my
aggressive,
mouth.
Yeah.
Oh, so you guys are
No, we said we don't know.
CCP apologists.
We don't know yet. We're gonna have to.
It's fine.
This seems like an ongoing issue.
You guys love China.
When did it? Did you just add Trump to your repertoire?
China. He's Australian Trump.
You're the last guy to add Trump to your.
No, it's Australian Trump. This wall's going to be 10 feet higher.
The Chinese. I'll side with Taiwan.
Good.
Hank,
What if they give us the bag? though?
I've been convinced.
What if the CCP gives us the bag?
No, I'm siding with
They-
Taiwan.
I don't think
we're
that
going
they-
live tour.
They don't allow this podcast in China.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're going live tour. Hank.
I'll get back to you.
Okay.
Give me some time. Don't pressure me.
Okay, sounds good.
And then in the real shocking news of the weekend, the strip club that Ja Morant was at.
Oh, that was mine.
Okay, sorry. I'll wait for
No,
it.
that's okay.
It was a great visual.
Well, yeah, I was just like, wait.
I have
The
Ja
strip
Morant's-
club that
Ja Morant's
Ja Morant
back.
went to, he was in a private room throwing money, getting a lap dance. Like,
So
this is crazy.
they asked. Shotgun Willie's is the strip club. So Ja Morant's all the way back because Shotgun Willie's owner came out and said he spent over $50K on tips a few weeks ago. He said this kid, real young, was exceptionally respectful and sweet, and he did not drink. He's marvelous.
He gets it.
I feel like Shotgun Willie's making a bad business decision here.
Why?
I don't think you want to blow up the spot of your famous clientele that's dropping $50K.
No, but it's good. It's why is that bad? That looks
don't-
good for Ja Morant.
It does, but
I don't
it
think
also,
other players want to
Yeah. Be
worry
like, yeah,
about their
let-
pictures being out
Yeah,
there.
other players going to a strip club and dropping $50K, and Shotgun Willie's does a press release.
I think that they didn't put the pictures out there. I think that was somebody else. That was in the investigation, I think.
Either way,
Somebody leaked it. I think it's like if you're Ja Morant, the pictures. Did you see the pictures?
Yeah, I
the
understand that.
The craziest part of the picture was that Ja Morant in the VIP section, he had papered every surface in this massive VIP room with cash. There were tables, there were booths, the floor was covered in cash. It was a snow globe of cash when he walked in. That looked awesome. I saw that and I thought to myself, I may have been premature in discussing how immature Ja Morant was because the interior decorating that he did with money. I want to have a room in the house that I buy that's just wallpapered with money.
here's a point to my side, though. Maybe the horniest man online in the world, Stephen A. Smith, is
I was gonna
very
say
upset.
Stephen Shea.
Well, he also is. But Stephen A. Smith said, "What do people think happens here? Why is the club releasing these? Feels like a massive invasion of privacy. Why would any big spenders go there ever again?" Stephen A. Smith goes to Shotgun Willie's all the time. That's what I'm reading from this. And then he followed up with saying, "You know what? I have a lot of feelings about the Ja Morant strip club photos being released. Frankly, I'm ticked off about the whole situation." Stephen A. Smith is probably a preeminent strip club goer.
Yeah.
And he's now got to be on red alert that Shotgun Willie's is airing dirty laundry.
Well, we don't know that Shotgun Willie's released the photo.
But
that's what I'm
the
saying. It
Shotgun
could have
Willie's-
been released by the police that are investigating
But
it.
the owner,
Yeah.
talked about it. The owner could have just been like, "No, I never saw him."
The owner saying like he was very respectful, we love him. I would be okay with that. I'd be
Stephen A.
fine
Smith.
with that.
I'm siding with Stephen A. Smith. He's a strip club guy. You know he's a strip club guy.
It's also obviously a very serious topic, but Gilbert Arenas has had some hilarious lines in the whole
yeah.
thing.
Good.
Oh, yeah.
He said he was he called Ja Morant a philanthropist, donating $50K to a local community. Mm-hmm. And I think he said at least when I got caught, I was trying to get money from someone, or there was a reason why I was got in trouble with guns. I wasn't just flashing it for Instagram.
Yeah.
He's like, to my credit, I was trying to rob my teammate.
Yeah.
No, he was like, yeah, my teammate owed me money and I had to get it.
He also had a story about you told the story about Melo saying that David Stern just went in and strong armed him. He had a story about that too, that when all of it went down, David Stern was like, "We have two options, 50-game suspension, or you don't take the suspension, I just take all your money." And he was like, "Okay." And Gilbert was like, "All right, see you next year." And that was it. That was the negotiation.
One of my favorite stories about, I think it was when Gilbert Arenas was on the Wizards with Deshaun Stevenson. Deshaun Stevenson used to keep an ATM in his house. He had an ATM installed in his house because he would have parties all the time. He'd have strippers over, and then he knew that his teammates would spend a shitload of money on him. So he had an ATM with $9.99 service transaction fees. So he was just taking a tax from all of his teammates every time they come over to his
Great.
house.
It's like Jimmy Butler and his coffee.
That's hustling, man.
Yeah. All right, who's back?
My who's back of the week is Kirk Cousins because we've got a video coming out tomorrow, right, Max?
Correct.
From Super Bowl week.
Correct.
I did a little one-on-one slinging it with Kirk Cousins. We just passed the ball back and forth. and I put him through the ringer about what to do if he was presented with an option like he had at the end of the season against the Giants this year. Who's he going to pass the ball to? Does he make the right decision? Does he fuck it up? Who knows? You have to tune in tomorrow and figure it out.
And Stephen Che's in it, right?
Stephen Che's in it. It's me and Kirk throwing the ball back and forth, and then Che's my guy on the sidelines that catches the ball for me, so I don't break any fingers.
You don't want that.
I don't. That's below my pay grade to catch balls.
I like that. Billy,
My who's back is
your face.
My face is back.
Mm-hmm.
We were given a picture over the weekend that we promised to not release. Billy's face was in a bad place on Friday night.
Yeah.
Now that my face is back,
You can release it? You should release it. Release the pictures.
well, maybe we'll find the right time.
You look like you just got stung by 1,000 bees.
I look like I got my face beat, a bad beat.
It was crazy.
Remember when
If Aaron Rodgers doesn't sign with the Jets,
Yeah.
you got to release
release
him.
it? Nice.
Oh, if he signs, I'll release it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or
Sure,
and
either
if he
way.
doesn't sign. If he
Okay.
retires, you never have to release it.
I'll just put it in the Aaron Rodgers blog I post.
Boom.
So please click on it.
There you go.
There we go.
I like Page views,
That's
baby.
what I get.
You remember
page views.
when Sidney Crosby had mumps? That's kind of what you looked like.
It also was
that
just
picture.
funny having Billy text us out of the blue being like, I'm going to send you a picture if you promise not to tweet it.
Credit to us.
We all had to promise, and we
You
did.
got?
Yep.
Thanks, guys. No,
Credit
It
to
stopped me in my tracks.
really credit to the Conference Championship Friday, because if it wasn't that, I would have tweeted it.
Yeah.
But
Also,
I like barely saw the text.
it was a great Billy moment because it was on Friday and he was like, "Hey guys, I can't work on Sunday because this is what my face looks like right now." And we saw it and we were like, "Yeah, you know what? He's kind of right. He shouldn't come into the office."
if I still look like that, I don't think I would have came into the
You
office.
were very jowly.
Yeah. But my who's back is a unified world heavyweight belt. There's a possibility that for the first time since April 2000, one heavyweight boxer may be able to hold all of the belts. And that's because Tyson Fury put up the proposition to Alexander Usyk that if he took a 70-30 split with him, he would fight him to unify all the belts.
Oh,
it's not
nice.
official, but they're looking at April 29th for Wembley. But Tyson Fury said, I get 70%, you get 30%. In every day that you don't accept this offer, you get less a percent.
That's awesome.
Usyk called him on it. He said, as long as you donate $1 million to Ukraine, I'll take the fight. And it sounds like it's going ahead. So Tyson, this is going to be a great match because Tyson's been boxing a lot of bigger guys who aren't as skilled, big right hands. I mean, the Fury Wilder trilogy was insane. I mean, the Joshua Usyk fight was amazing. I'm actually super pumped for this because Usyk is going to go the distance with him. He's got the stamina. He's got the feet. I think this is going to be a really good fight.
Are they going to add Rough and Rowdy's belt to it? I mean, that's not all the belts.
True.
We got to unify all the belts.
Yeah.
They should make a belt that's made out of all the other belts, and that's what you
Like
get.
the Iron Throne.
Yeah, that would be sick.
I'm just hyped.
I would watch that if it was a giant belt.
And then they just make like the last 2 rounds really suck, and the kid in the wheelchair wins it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But
Are you
Spoiler.
Over it? Are you over it yet, Hank?
Over what?
Game of Thrones?
No.
Still upset?
I mean, imagine the Klitschko's in Game of Thrones.
Once I start to
They'd
rewatch
just be
it, that's
beating the
probably
shit out
over,
of each
but
other and probably make out at some
It
point.
hasn't happened yet.
I actually think Usyk could beat Fury. That's why I
Okay.
think Fury's been trying to duck him
For the big belt.
for all the belts.
All the belts.
All the belts. And also, some guy's suing Buffalo Wild Wings for having boneless wings. He says that they're really chicken nuggets and that they've been selling an inferior product for an upmarket price.
What does he
Wait.
think boneless wings are?
This guy, he just figured this out now?
Yeah, he's like, Buffalo Wild Wings has been fucking me over, and he's suing them.
There should be a law that if you have a dumb enough lawsuit, that you can then open yourself to get sued by everybody
Yes.
that has to read about it.
Yes.
Yeah,
Wait till he finds out that French fries aren't from France.
yeah.
Wait, what?
Also, economic meltdowns. World's going to crash today. Is that a thing? No, we're good.
No.
Two banks
Silicon
have
Valley,
closed.
Listen.
Silicon Valley Bank.
I read a Twitter thread. Pretty much, those guys are fucking crooks. They knew it was going to collapse. They all sold their stock right before. Lock them up. Throw them next to Hillary in jail. Done.
What about everything else?
No.
panic?
We just print more money, dude. If you run out of money, the government prints more money. That's how it
The
works.
thing is, money's not even real.
Right. We just added onto the deficit. Or not, no, what is the
The debt?
The debt.
Yeah.
Dude, that debt, you think we're ever going to pay that debt? No chance.
My favorite is when people are like, think about it like it's your household credit card bill. There's a lot more shit that goes on
Yeah.
in the national debt. You can just add a number to it if you want to.
Bro, we need like a 10 million leg parlay to get out of this debt.
Oh, you remember?
We're never getting out of that debt.
You remember when people are like,
Gamble responsibly.
Just print the $1 trillion coin? We should do that.
Yeah.
Just make a coin and then tell me that the money's real.
Yeah.
You know why you don't have to pay the debt?
Why?
Nukes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is
Like,
true.
come get it.
That is true.
You won't.
That is true.
Are you going to break my legs?
We're basically like the tough ass dude on the block who like borrows the tools from his neighbor. He's like, they're my tools now.
Say something about
Yeah,
it.
you're not gonna.
You know what? I wish somebody would
Yeah.
try to collect on that debt.
Yeah, no, Hank, don't worry. Like people are gonna freak out. Whatever. Maybe we'll just make more money on GameStop, Diamond Hands, that shit. But we'll be fine.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, I was just checking. I was curious, but now I'm good.
Okay, good.
It was funny the clip of Jim Cramer just being like SVP has the fundamentals for a huge bounce back. This was like a few months ago. He's like, bye, boom, gone. It's all the nerds in fucking California. They had a little bank with their friends. It went under. Who cares?
And I think people were telling every company that they were investing in, like, I'll only invest in you if you put the money in Silicon Valley Bank.
Yeah. Dude, they all
Whatever,
sold
they'll be
their
fine.
stock.
They'll be fine.
They're crooks. They're not going to go to jail, but they should go to jail. I was in that Twitter thread. Some guy had all the percentages that like basically the entire C-suite sold in like February, and then I don't know what you got to be like a rich guy simp online, but another person responded was like, we have to double check because that's actually when bonuses come in, so that might have been a scheduled payment of all the or sell off. It's like, dude, you really went online to be like, hey, these guys who ran a bank that has now gone under, we should wait and make sure because like we don't want to accuse someone of something wrong here.
The real take that you should have at all times is anybody that makes more money than you should be in jail.
Correct.
And if you disagree with that,
and anyone who makes 10x what you make, we should eat.
Guillotine.
Yeah, we should
and
eat
then
them. Eat the rich.
And then if you disagree with that, then you're a bootlicker.
Mm-hmm. That's a fact. These are big time economic. We just took all the AWLs to Econ 101. Print more money. Hate people who are more rich than you.
Brackets.
And if someone wants to fucking come and try to collect this debt, try us.
Yeah, my general rules of thumb are if they make more money than me, they're evil. If they're younger than I am, then they're a Zoomer bitch.
Yeah, and they probably will like.
Then they're gonna eat me.
They'll probably do like the knockout game with me and put me on TikTok.
Yeah, this is why I eat like shit all the time. Is because I know that anyone younger than me that wants to eat me,
yeah,
good luck.
I'm not putting it past Billy for one day to just like sucker punch me and just be like TikTok knockout game's back. It's like, fuck, dude, I got caught. What are you gonna do about it? Can't really do anything.
Or else you're a boomer.
Yeah, like he got me. Ultimate prank. Knock someone out who's not looking. That's top level humor. All right, let's get to Mark Titus. Let's talk about the bracket. We're gonna break it all down, but we've had a few minutes here, PFT. Probably about a half hour, 45 minutes of the show so far. I talked to you about pepperoni to start.
Yeah.
You said you were going to think about it. I want you to really think about it.
I'm thinking about it
because pepperoni's the best. It is literally the best.
So the only thing is, I might even get 2 dogs. Is there enough pepperoni to share between 2 dogs?
Yes, there is. There's absolutely. And if you get your pepperoni, you ever heard a dog say "woof yeah"?
Woof yeah.
Yeah, because they say that whenever they get the pepperoni. Look at Whitey right now, sleeping, snoozing. He is dreaming about pepperoni, and you got to get the pepperoni original beef flavor snacks. Celebrate your favorite sports teams. Watch maybe on the couch while you're watching some basketball this March, April, May, June, whenever it's going on to, with some pepperoni. Hang out. Make sure that your dog, your best friend, is treated great with pepperoni. PFT, I feel like you're closer to being a pepperoni guy.
I'm thinking about it.
Okay. All right. Well, let's do some bracket talk, and then we'll get back to it. We'll think about it more. But you can go and be a pepperoni dog owner right now. Go to pepperoni.com to find a bag near you and send us a pic of you and your dog filling out your bracket for a chance to win some PMT merch. Tweet us at Pardon My Take and at Pepperoni. I'll retweet any dog. So you just send us your dog with the pepperoni. We're going to retweet it. We love dogs on this podcast. We love making sure our dogs have the best treats in the absolute world. So pepperoni is the place to do it. Go to pepperoni.com to find a bag near you. Okay, here he is, Mark Titus. Okay, we're able to book an elusive special guest. It is Mark Titus back in studio.
Mm-hmm.
Mark Titus Show. Go subscribe on the YouTube, the podcast. First of all, how have your first 2 weeks of Barstool been?
I've enjoyed it. Everyone's been very kind to me.
Nice.
Everyone.
I noticed though.
Who's your least favorite person so far?
Honestly, Brandon.
Yeah.
Brandon Walker.
I set you up
is,
for that one.
All
Yeah.
ours.
And the really stupid part about that, about saying Brandon, is he's going to think it's like a bit, and he's going to be like, yes, they're talking about me, which is what he wants.
Yes.
But,
Yeah.
I'm just answering that genuinely. Like,
Yeah.
Brandon texted me at all times. Anytime anything goes well for me, he's like, this is bullshit. This should have been mine.
Yep.
And anytime anything goes poorly for me, he's like, you suck.
Yeah.
And he reminds you of it. So
I think you've been fitting in seamlessly. I did have my first red flag happen tonight on a cultural fit. We're in the office right now. The office water is shut off because of construction or something. Max had to go take a shit at Macy's. Shout out Macy's. No free ads.
Shout out Macy's.
Titus was like, I'm going to go to my hotel room and take a piss real quick. I was like, bro, just
Yeah.
piss in this jug. And he looked at me like, what?
it felt like an HR trap that you were like, just go ahead and piss in this bottle. I promise nothing wrong.
Do I
will
have
happen."
permission to pee in any jugs during this interview?
I mean, you can do what you want around here, Casey.
So
Yeah,
that's permission.
kind of.
Was that permission?
You're not gonna sue us if
like,
we
yeah.
pee.
No. I felt like I don't think I have
Sweetie,
that clout.
let's not
to-
get upset about a little piss in a jug.
You've been an indoor cat for a while, Mark, and now this is like letting your indoor cat outside for the first time. Like, go cause some ruckus in the bushes.
Yeah.
Pee wherever you want.
Fox doesn't do any sexual harassment.
They don't.
All right, let's talk about the bracket. Let's do the bracket. Let's fucking get into the
Let's
bracket.
talk about the bracket. So Jake and I just got done recording my show where we filled out our entire brackets, and the only way I would describe my process with this was I felt like I was at war. I felt like this is a legacy play for me this year, because I have the last 2 years my national champion has lost in the first round of my bracket.
That's tough.
It's tough.
You're an expert, though.
I won a national championship in 2019 with Virginia, but then COVID happened, and the haters are saying that I've lost my touch and I don't know what I'm doing, and I'm not an expert. And so this is a legacy play for me, and I can feel it. I can feel the pressure going into this tournament.
Now, when you won with Virginia,
Yeah.
did you picked Virginia to win the year after they got eliminated
Right.
as the 1
Right.
seed to the 16 seed?
Right.
That's pretty good.
I thought so. I thought at that point I had arrived. But the haters are saying that was a one-off.
All right,
and
so-
I'm actually.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
let's cut to the chase.
You have to win 2 titles to be a legend.
Yes,
know?
you do.
And I've
Yes.
only won one.
Who's
Tom
your
Izzo,
who's
Jim
your team?
Boeheim.
Who's it going to be this year?
Well, do you want him to reveal his winner?
Well, I want to know who not to bet on right off the bat, and then people can skip the rest of this interview.
Just
'cause,
skip the whole interview.
God, Mark Tyson's on every show now.
So I did when we sat down to fill out the bracket. This was not my intent.
Oh no, you didn't do it. Did
I
you?
did it. I did it, Dan.
They're criminals.
I know they are.
Took Alabama.
I took Alabama.
Oh,
I was filling it out, and it just happened.
Did they circle the wagons? Is Alabama
I
like
was-
it's us against the world and the criminal justice
it was
system?
that. It was they play the best defense I think in the country. They have the best player in the country probably. I don't know. I didn't mean for it to happen. It was just wrong place, wrong time. I guess. I was filling out the.
It was.
I was filling the bracket out.
You can only control what happens while you're filling out your
Right.
bracket. Everything else.
It was out of my control.
You asked Jake to bring your bracket to you. Does
Yes.
that implicate Jake as well?
Yes.
In this
Yeah, it's
pick?
true.
And Jake actually texted the bracket is hot.
No, I did not.
Okay.
Who'd you take, Jake?
I took Arizona.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I didn't like that pick for Jake.
You just did that.
But
to be
Jake,
different.
as I pointed out on the show, Jake is a storyline slut, and he just
I just aligned all the stories.
he was just going crazy for. He ultimately had Tommy Lloyd versus Mark Few
Oh my god.
in an Arizona
championship.
Gonzaga game. Yeah,
Yeah, I have all Blue Bloods playing in the Garden down the street in the Sweet 16.
Oh
Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah, they're just stuff you want to see for the good of the game.
Exactly.
All right.
Now
So
you're a big Mark Few guy, right, Jake?
I mean, besides having them in the national championship game, I do not condone what you're setting me up for.
Just bringing his dogs back from a little lake house thing.
maybe
Disavow.
maybe Mark Few is just
Disavow.
really allergic to dogs, and that's why
Yeah.
he was driving erratically when
Yeah,
they were
yeah.
up in the front seat with
Those
him.
dogs were all over him when he got that DUI. Okay. Should we go? Let's go region by region.
All right.
Let's talk
Yep.
region by region. By the way, I have a little trivia for you to start. You ready for this? So when you're filling out your bracket, just remember, because everyone always fills out their bracket, and I think what happens is I call it the Dickie V bracket, where you blindly start filling it out, and then you look up, and you're like, I have 3 1s and a 2.
That's what happened to me.
The
bracket.
Dickie V bracket.
That was my bracket.
Now, it's hard to predict, but since 2012, there's only been 1 year that there hasn't been a 7 or higher in the Final Four. So there's every year there's been at least one seed has been broken every bracket. Do you remember what year it was? Trivia?
Every year there's been a 7 or higher.
Since 2012. At
Except
least
for
one in the Final Four.
I don't know. My brain doesn't work that way. I can't think.
It was your year.
Oh, really?
2019. UVA, Texas Tech, Michigan State, and Auburn.
Auburn, yeah.
Yeah. The lowest seed there was a 5 seed. So just keep that in mind.
Okay.
When you're filling out your bracket, there's going to be someone who crashes the party.
I did go and
You did the Dickie V?
I did the Dickie V, yeah. And I acknowledged it as I was doing it, but as I keep saying, like, this is a legacy play for me, and I don't have time to get cute. This tournament is very serious to me, and like that's the problem. Is like I get that you got to take a big swing, but you take a big swing and miss.
Yeah, no.
You look like a fucking moron, and I'm not in a position to make myself look like a moron.
Yes, I agree. All right, so let's go through it.
Let's go through it.
We'll go how you read. So we'll start with the South.
Yep.
Let's do big picture in the South, and then we can all pick who we have coming out of the South.
Big picture is this is super fun. These teams are fun to watch. If you're someone who hates watching college basketball because you think that there's not enough points, that the kids can't make open shots, all that sort of thing, this is the region for you. Alabama can score a ton of points in a hurry. They are, obviously I picked them to win it all, but they shoot a ton of threes. They play up-tempo. They're awesome to watch just in terms of pure basketball, as long as they're not throwing the ball over the gym. Arizona.
Well, there's a couple other as long as for Alabama.
Yeah.
But yeah.
They take a ton of shots.
Yes.
They do.
That is actually a fact. Like, that's literally
not a lot of
is
charges
true.
on them.
That is true.
Or their friends. Their friends take a lot of shots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he was on the team.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Arizona plays very fast as well, scores a lot of points. They're fun to watch.
They are very fun.
They're super fun, yeah.
I think we touched on this when you were on the 2 weeks ago. If you aren't – Arizona's very fun for a lot of reasons. They have 2 very skilled big guys. They have who's the guard? Not Kirk Kriisa.
Courtney Ramey?
Yeah, he's very, very good. And Kirk Kriisa is like, if you miss the days, if you're like, oh man, I wish we had like a Bobby Hurley point guard that we can all hate. Kirk Kriisa is that guy. He will like pump up the crowd when someone else does something good on his team.
Yes.
And then he will throw it off someone's face. He is that guy.
I think I said this on the show when I was on last time, though. He also has like a tinge of self-sabotage. That when things start going well,
yes,
he can't help himself. He has to throw an alley-oop over the backboard.
He's also got a tiny mini Grayson Allen in him where, like, once a game he'll get legs tangled up, and you'll be like, did anyone take a nut shot there? He doesn't go all the way, so I'm not going to put that on him. But there's a lot of, like, there'll be little moments where, you know, or even you know, when the guy comes up to the coach's box to call a timeout, you know, advances it to half court, he'll try to steal it, and he'll be like, "Yo, dude, chill out." Like he'll have those.
He lives in the gray area, basically. He loves living in that gray area.
Right.
Yeah,
I like that.
They are very fun to watch.
So Arizona's that. Baylor, the 3 seed, is also that. They score a ton of. Their 3-guard lineup that they all shoot threes and make a ton of threes, and that's like their whole MO. They're not going to win the national championship because I don't think their defense is good enough, but it's
been bad recently.
They are so fun to watch. And I just think on down the line, like Virginia's not quite as fun as they can be, obviously. So that kind of starts to fall apart at the 4 or 5. But Creighton, I think, is a fun team. NC State's a fun team. Missouri is another team that gets up and down, and they score a ton of points.
Yeah, Missouri-Utah State game should be a lot of fun.
That'll be fun.
Is that going to be one of those situations where it's a 10-7, but you think the 10's going to be favored, or you think Missouri's going to be favored?
Well, the Mountain West. We should
yeah.
say it. The Mountain West is 1-11.
I brought
overall since 2016, and if you don't remember the Mountain West last year, they had 4 teams in the tournament. They were eliminated from the tournament in 10 hours. They didn't make it to Friday.
I brought my so before the bracket came out, I was sitting in the hotel room and I jotted down like a manifesto based on, because what happens is when the bracket comes out, I just get sucked into like I do what Jake does, which is I look at storylines and I think like, wouldn't that be cool if this happened? And I lose all sense of what makes actual sense. So I wrote down a bunch of shit before I even saw what the matchups were. So that way it was like a reminder to myself, don't do this when the bracket actually comes out. My number one bullet point was Mountain West. They've been to 4 Sweet 16s in the history of their conference.
Yeah.
In the history of the
1-11
conference.
since 2016.
Yeah. So I made sure.
And what was that? Just San Diego State when they were really good?
Yeah, they went to 2, and then Muss with Nevada went to 1.
Yep.
I think.
Oh, I love that team
Yeah.
so much.
They had the twins then, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
They were so much fun.
I'm just looking at. I go by my Bible is the Kin Pom luck statistic. That's
a great stat.
Yeah, it's a great stat. Missouri is the luckiest team that is, from a power conference. That's
they
in the
really?
tournament? Yeah. So it's Missouri and then Kansas.
Ooh.
Kansas is also a very lucky team. I'm not going to bet against
Wow.
Kansas.
I didn't know that.
Because I
Do you
feel
think
like-
they factored in Bill Self having to go to the hospital?
Well, Bill
'Cause that's
Self-
unlucky.
No, that was planned.
Okay.
It's lucky that they caught it in time.
We were saying
he got a
that
stent put in.
I hope Bill Self is okay. I actually used my one thoughts and prayers on Friday to Bill Self, but we were joking before that it would be funny if he came back and he was just fully bald. And it was like, it was a Joe Buck, like he actually was getting hair plugs and something went wrong. You're like, we're going to have to, like All Quiet on the Western Front, like we're going to have to take off the leg. We're going to have to take off the hair, Bill.
Yeah.
Like it's suffocating you. You can't breathe.
It would be awesome. Bill Self as a bald guy, I would bet the farm on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like he's
Yes.
finally living his authentic life
Yeah.
at that point.
You're Virginia Who's so that would be. I'm going to circle that as maybe one of my upsets. Furman bombs.
You should actually mark Furman.
Yeah.
Yeah,
as
Mark
being an
Furman.
upset.
Yeah, Furman bombs. They just chuck, and that's how you can beat Virginia because they're the pack line defense. They're gonna like if you could just shoot over them, you might have a chance.
As the preeminent Tony Bennett lover, I'm not saying the game.
fading.
I'm worried that maybe like as everyone has started to figure out that 3 is worth more than 2, and as every team, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Well,
no, checks out.
Steph Curry,
Taught
I think,
us that.
taught us that in 2016, and then it's starting to make its way to Middle America, and all these teams are starting to learn that. I am worried that the pack line might be a thing that like it might not have its heyday might have come and gone.
Yes.
Now, would it be fun to watch UVA against Alabama? Like two completely opposite styles of basketball.
I think Alabama.
Yeah,
I
I don't think
think
that would be
Alabama
fun.
win by 40.
Because I think what would happen is Alabama would get up like 15-2.
To be fair,
Virginia can't come back. from
So it's
that.
so I'm clear. Like if they played, I would 100% cheer for Virginia to win that game. But I wouldn't have much faith in Virginia. No,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
that's one of my upsets. Also, I have a question for you because we're going to get to more of these. But how would you classify a revenge game? Because that's everyone's favorite storyline. I saw someone tweet West Virginia, Maryland, the Melo Trimble revenge game.
Yeah, no
For
one
when he
remembers
got
that.
hurt, when he
Nobody.
got hurt.
Who remembers that?
No, who could
Oh, it was
forget?
it was obviously a Maryland fan.
Was
But
it Jeff
like,
D'Lo with his?
Yeah, it was just like
insane.
wait, this is too far in revenge games. Like
That-
this can't be a revenge game of a guy who went to Maryland like 8 years ago.
Yeah.
Not a revenge game, but the winner of that game should get Frostburg. That's
Yeah.
the closest city I can think of to that border.
There we go.
It's a border war, is what it is.
Yeah.
It is.
West Virginia's another fun team, by the way.
Yes, they
Throw
are.
them in the region of fun. Yeah, like the most fun outcomes are West Virginia Bama game would be fun in the second round. Creighton Baylor would be fun. Missouri Arizona would be a ton of fun.
Charleston Furman would be awesome.
Charleston Furman would be that to me the South as a region is the most fun region for sure in terms of if you're like all three of us are where our schools are not in this thing and we're just here for a good
We're
time.
for a second.
I just
Yeah.
like saying Charleston
The South
Furman.
is
Sounds like somebody that's in like the Alec Murdaugh trial.
Yeah.
Is it a rivalry? Isn't Furman down that way by South Carolina?
I
Is it
feel
in
like
South
it is.
Carolina?
Yeah, I think it is South Carolina. Yeah.
In-state rivalry.
Yes, that is an
There you
in-state
go.
rivalry. The bracket, the whoever makes the bracket, the NCAA, they did it right in the fact that Alabama was the number one team. They deserved it. I don't like them, but they deserved it. Like you can even look through their entire season. I don't think they ever lost back-to-back games. They had a couple. They lost 4 games. One of them was Gonzaga neutral site. Like they were good all year long. They deserve the 1 seed, and they by far have the easiest region. Like if they don't win, I said this before on our show, but if Alabama doesn't go to the Final Four, this is the biggest failure in all of sports.
What I back you up on is because this is the fun region. I think every one of these teams will, when Alabama wants to get up and go and try to score a ton of points, all the best teams in this region except for by seed, except for Virginia and San Diego State probably. The rest of them are going to nod along and be like, yeah, we want to play this style of basketball.
let's
and
roll it out.
let's do this. And it's not going to work out well for them.
Unless
So in that
Alabama-
regard, it's a great draw for
Maybe they're
Alabama.
not hitting their threes.
Yeah, you have to make shots.
I know how this is
And-
going to go. Alabama's going to win the national title, and every game will be like, this is the game they're not going to hit their
This
threes.
is yeah.
They're just going to keep hitting their threes.
But that's why they're not just the 3-point shooting
I
team.
know.
They're so long and athletic. They're play great. I know.
Length
I
is
hate
important.
it. I hate it.
Length is important.
I
So
hate it.
you have Bama coming out of this region.
I have Bama. I have Bama over Baylor somehow, which I don't love this Baylor team, but I just like every matchup. It just felt like I like they're a guard oriented team, and I felt like that mattered. But their defense stinks. Their
Yeah.
defense stinks.
It has been really bad.
Yeah.
You know what, Jake? I apologize. Wait, you have Arizona winning it all? All right, so I don't apologize. I'm going to take Arizona to get to the Final Four just because it's anyone but Bama.
That's fair, and I respect that, and I think that's what most people should do. But I
Right.
have my legacy on the line here,
Yeah.
so I have to.
Well, it tells me that you're picking with your head,
Yeah.
not with your heart.
Yeah.
You're a true analyst.
Yes. That's
What
exactly
do you got,
what's
PFT?
Want
Want to jump on the Cats?
Mark makes a good point about Alabama.
You want to do some fuck boy shit with Kirk Creesa?
No, you know what I'm going to go with?
He is a fuck boy. He's total fuck boy.
Talk me out of NC State making a little run.
Oh.
Talk me out of the Wolfpack.
Well, if you're a Clemson fan listening to this right now, you have to be very upset because
Yes.
Clemson did not make the tournament. Rutgers was the main one that everyone's upset about, but Clemson didn't make the tournament. Clemson beat NC State by 1,000 on whatever it was, Friday or Thursday. That was an absolute ass kicking.
NC State was resting their best players. They knew they were going to make the tournament.
That one, I would be really pissed if I were a Clemson fan right now. So I don't know. NC State has not. The ACC's been weak this year.
What about San Diego State?
Mountain West.
Yeah.
This might be the year they
It's
turn
Mount
around.
West. Yeah.
I predict the Mountain West will make it
Careful.
to the second round. Somebody from the
Okay.
Mountain West will win.
San Diego
again.
State is a team that I have wanted to believe in all year. There are a handful of these teams that we can get, like as we get to other regions, I'll talk about more of them. But it's a team that on paper at the start of the season, I was like, this team's going to be freaking awesome. And all season, even when they lose, I'm like, the pieces are there. The pieces are there. If they could just. And I've never really seen the San Diego State I've wanted to see all year. But yet they're a 5 seed.
And they've been
and they have a
playing well.
decent draw, and they've been playing well.
They've been playing well. They haven't
So,
lost in a like.
I have wanted to believe in San Diego State all year, and I just can never really fully get there.
You know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to get there.
All right, go.
San Diego State.
Get yourself a Matt
Out of the
Bradley
South.
jersey.
You're getting there?
I'm getting there.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, I'm switching back and forth between Alabama,
Between the Mountain West and
the Mountain West, and the SEC right now. I'm going to say it. San Diego State.
All
Final
right.
Four.
Why not?
Listen, if they make it more than 10 hours, they will have a successful tournament.
Where they play in Orlando.
I don't know if anyone
And
if
then-
any Mountain West
yeah.
teams have Friday games. They hopefully do, so they can not have. That was just 10 hours.
That broke me last year. Colorado State was the one that I wanted to believe in.
Yes.
I was really high on Colorado State and David Roddy.
David Roddy,
and, dude,
yeah.
they were so fun.
Yep.
And they lost to Michigan, but that game was like an Indy, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Which was horseshit.
Yeah.
Michigan was an 11 seed and got to play Colorado State. And Indy.
Yeah,
Anyway.
yeah, that
Anyway.
was tough. All right, East Region, New York City.
Yep.
Purdue is the number 1 seed. I think Purdue is good. I think they've been fading, they just won the Big Ten tournament, so obviously they played well. But they were fading in Big Ten regular season play. Just seeing Purdue as a 1 seed, I'm like, someone's going to beat
It's
them.
repulsive.
So I have Purdue. I've had a future on them for quite some time.
That's right.
now.
I forgot about this.
I'm watching this. I'm watching Purdue play over the last week, and especially today, especially the second half against Penn State. This is shaping up to be a repeat of my doink bet in the Super Bowl all over again, because Purdue's going to be their prohibitive one. What are they? The number 2 ranked team right now? Did they get the overall
I think
2
Houston
seed?
was
Houston
2.
got, so they're the.
I think they're the.
They might be the 4th.
Oh, they're the
yeah,
4th.
they're the 4th.
Fourth.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, I was wrong about that, but Purdue's. This feels like the best shot that Purdue's had in a while on paper. Watching them try to navigate the press against Penn State.
That's exactly it.
They're going to lose. I'm calling it right now. Purdue's going to lose in heartbreaking
Somehow-
fashion against an inferior opponent. But I'm going to be rooting for them
They
the
got
entire
a bad
time.
draw.
Somehow every coach in the Big Ten waits until they're down 12 with like 4 minutes
Yeah.
left to start pressing Purdue.
Yeah. It's
And
crazy.
And if one team, just one team, looks at the film and says, "Wait a second, what if we built the whole airplane out of the black
Out of the
What if-
press, yeah.
And what if we just press from the start? It might work out well for them. Yeah, it all is going to come down to how Zach Edey's officiated. Honestly, is like if he gets a favorable whistle, Purdue's unstoppable. But if as is every Big Ten team that loses to Purdue gets butthurt about how Zach Edey got away with everything and never gets called for fouls, and I experienced it recently in the Big Ten tournament as the Buckeyes got called for like 400 fouls and Edey got called for 1 and 3 seconds. But every Big Ten team that goes through it then says, wait till the NCAA tournament when you don't have Big Ten refs. They're going to call so many offensive fouls and over the backs and all that sort of thing. I don't know if it'll happen or not, but
And he's better. He's gotten a lot better.
Yeah,
I mean, he
is
his
very
footwork
good.
Is a lot better. His defense is a lot better.
There could be a scenario where he goes to make post moves and he turns and
Right.
displaces a defender, and the refs are like, "That's a foul. We're going to call it on you," which they don't call in the Big Ten.
And the second round matchup for Purdue is either going to be a Memphis team that, if you remember, that was probably the game of the tournament against Gonzaga last year. That was one
really
of the
good,
best games of the entire tournament. Memphis has physical players. They have guys that can, go toe-to-toe with Purdue, and they just beat Houston, which is the most physical team
And they have
in the
Kendrick
country.
Davis, who could score 40 points.
Yeah.
And Purdue's not exactly elite defensively, especially their guard. So, yeah, that's...
And then if Memphis doesn't make it to the second round, Florida Atlantic's really fucking good, and which I'm kind of rooting for, even though I think Memphis has a better shot against Purdue. But we would get Zach Edey versus Vladislav. What's his name? Vladislav Golden, the 7-footer for Florida.
Yeah.
I watched last night the UAB game because I was rooting for Jelly. This dude's a 7-foot white guy. We're gonna have a hilarious visual of those two going up against each other.
Yeah.
I want that.
It's always very funny when they do call like a 7'3" guy for over the back on someone who's like 6'3",
Yeah.
and they just catch the ball above the
Yeah.
other person's head.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's not fair what they do to Zach Edey sometimes because he's so big. Sometimes he gets bad whistles. He can't help but be dominant. I'm still riding with my Boilermakers. I'm seeing the train that's about, or I guess that's a ironic turn of phrase for Purdue, but I'm seeing the train that's about to come through the tunnel and just wipe me out on the track.
The train,
I know it's going to happen.
The train is going to Ohio in the first 2 rounds, and I don't know if there are any famous instances of trains derailing in Ohio.
Oh no!
Oh god!
Oh no!
That would be bad symbolism for UPFT.
Yes.
But Purdue will be playing in Columbus their first 2 games. So.
I like Memphis too. They play like
Purdue's going to be the team that everyone picks, the 1 seed to lose.
Yeah,
first,
they
right?
will.
That's the team that everyone's going.
And
to.
Memphis feels like the team that if they play their best, they can play with anyone.
Yeah,
absolutely anyone.
Yeah.
How does Purdue not know how to break a press?
The guards are young.
Their guards are young.
Can't you just throw the ball to
getting-
Zach Edey
Also-
on the inbound, and then have him ditch it to somebody that's coming up the wing?
Their guards are
When you
young.
put it that way,
yeah, and
that's
you can
what I would
also-
do.
You can also do the guards hit the wall.
They hit the wall.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the young guys that is season high school basketball doesn't go that long.
It did look like high school basketball watching them
Yeah, I
try
know.
to just bring the ball at the court.
It was
Yeah,
tough.
it's young guys. They're like, why are we still playing? I thought
Yeah,
the
right.
season
Like
should be over
we're ready
by
for a
now.
nap. That's really what you got to say if you're a Purdue fan and things go south.
Your guards are ready for bedtime.
yes. Yeah, no, it is crazy seeing some of these teams. Not
No,
feeling great press.
I'm a little bitter towards Purdue because the Buckeyes were on a dream run there in the Big Ten tournament, and had we beaten Purdue, all we had to do was beat Penn State to make the tournament. So I'm a little bitter, but I do go back to what I said last time I was on the show. I'm not cheering for Purdue, but if they won the national championship, some small part of me would appreciate how cool it is to now throw out everything we thought we knew about college
Right.
basketball.
It would
and,
change everything for them.
It would change everything.
Yeah.
At least 9 or 10 guys are going to get laid in West Lafayette,
Yes.
Indiana that night.
For the
Yeah.
first time ever.
Free hot dogs and
That's
shakes,
what I'm
which
rooting
I don't
for.
think they have.
I feel like that would be the national title among all major sports, where more students at that school would lose their virginity
Yes.
than any other
Oh, there's
national
not enough.
championship ever.
There might not be enough women.
No,
Well,
that's
it
what
could
I'm
be-
saying.
Sex is sex.
That's what I'm
but
saying.
yeah.
Like 9 or 10
That's-
guys.
There's
That would be the headline coming out of West Lafayette. It's
Yeah.
like dozens of men got laid tonight.
yes, yes, for the first time.
It's like that or Neil Armstrong landing on the moon. Which one's more important for Purdue?
Yes. All right. So this region, other teams,
Duke. Duke.
Uh-oh.
This is the year, right? Like we were saying before you came on that like this would be the ultimate for Duke haters. If you're going to pick one year
Well,
for
Dan
Duke
said
to
you
win
want
that,
you want
I'm
you
rooting
want
for
them.
Duke.
it'd be
Yeah.
so
For Duke.
funny to see them win.
I think I would have to agree. I think because I don't think John Shire's ever going to be hateable. I don't.
No.
I think we don't hate him now because we're comparing him to K. But I honestly think in 20 years, if he's still at Duke, he's
I
not
need
going
him
to
to
be
like
hateable.
hit a kid,
Yeah,
like a really small child.
yeah.
Like a 5-year-old who's asking for an autograph. He just open hand slaps him in
The
face.
only thing would be, I guess, like we got to see him when the pressure gets turned up, when he gets like really, if he ever gets on the hot seat,
Right.
and he feels the heat that he need. It's like a must-win game, and he loses, and maybe get a few of those. Maybe then we'll get to see like a dark side of him. But he just feels like he's too mellow and cool.
Maybe it's Coach K's got to hit John Shire, where it's like I expected more out of you.
Yeah.
Just slaps him. He's like, go out there.
Or K tries to take his job back, and now
Yeah.
Shire has to like
Fight for it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He has to be.
But
a little
no,
bit of a dick.
then he
he's
would
a
look
nice
good,
guy.
yeah.
Yeah, and
Would
I
it-
don't hate him.
If there was like a young journalist, they usually get like a 7 or 8-year-old that goes to cover the games. If he lectures a young journalist about asking a bad question after a loss,
Yeah.
that would really. Oh,
Yeah,
I
slaps
would
the
love
But
that.
we are so far away from that though.
Yeah.
And this team is like just not. I mean, we talked about it last time, but this team's just like not hateable, and they're playing really well right now. The thing would be though, the ACC stinks. The ACC stinks. So like you've won 9 in a row. We acknowledge that. We tip our cap, but also how good is Duke? I don't know. I'm at what did I say, Jake, on the show? 4.5, somewhere between 4.5 and 6. I can't remember on my Duke panic meter. That they're
Yeah,
I think it was like
something in the
4.5.
Yeah.
I couldn't
But we
remember.
all-
I'm like 4.5 that Duke is going to make a Final Four.
Here's the
out of
thing.
10.
I, as a joke, well, actually, maybe a little bit of me wants John Shire to win this just because it would be funny to do that narrative. But then you also have to remember that those are Duke fans that would like die for Coach K.
Yeah.
And those people would be happy, and you can't allow that.
There are more Duke fans who were fed up with K by the end than
I know.
you might realize.
Oh, there were really good Germans too. Is that what you're saying?
I don't know. There were a lot of people. I remember being in New Orleans that I had Duke people like don't share this publicly.
see,
Don't
I-
share this
I
publicly,
remember
but
handing-
I'm over this man.
I remember handing that card to a few Duke
No,
fans.
I'm
and
saying-
they're like, "This stuff happened. I never knew this. They didn't teach us this in the history books."
I'm not saying a majority. I'm just saying there was a silent minority.
You
that
are
was
doing
just-
the really good Germans.
Yeah,
There were a few really good Germans. They were just doing their jobs.
Yeah.
I will say about Duke though, Oral Roberts is the best 12 seed.
Yes.
and that's a horrible matchup to start. That I wrote down on my little manifesto I put together before the bracket
this
came
is the
out.
first time somebody's had a manifesto and hasn't bombed somebody.
Yeah.
Like that's next up. I
Wait,
think what you're just talking about is a blog, actually.
Wait
a
to see
manifesto
what
before
happens
you
with
murder.
Wait to see what happens with my bracket, and we might we might go down that path. I wrote down before the bracket even came out that no matter what happens, make sure you have Oral Roberts win at least one game.
They
And
didn't
then-
lose in conference
And
play.
then- yeah.
They ran the table. They shoot threes.
They shoot a
all
ton of
day.
threes. They don't turn the ball over. They have a guard who's been there before, Max Asmus. This team is way better than the 15 seed that won that won a game against
Who'd they beat?
Florida. They beat Florida and then almost beat Arkansas. In the
Are you sure about that?
Yeah. They did, right, Jake? Am I wrong? Jake, am I wrong? They beat Florida.
What you said is factually
That's
correct.
all- okay, cut
However,
his
you're
mic.
leaving
Cut his
some
mic.
things
Who'd they
out.
beat? Who'd they beat? in that?
They beat Florida.
Who'd they beat in the first round?
They beat
Ohio
Florida.
You lost as
Oh, it was
a
Ohio
2
State.
seed?
You were a 2 seed
Oh, no.
to Oral.
Yeah, PFT, your puns are back for this
PFT
week.
had a lot.
Yeah, I emptied the clip on that
Play
one.
the
yeah.
hits the next week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
You're
You're make
big-
me spit out my drink if they win this game.
Anyway, this team is better than that team. This team is miles better than that team, I think.
All right, so now actually
So
because it is also like remember that stretch when Duke was losing in like what was it Lehigh? Did Lehigh beat Duke?
Lehigh
beat
beat C.J.
Duke.
McCollum, yeah.
yeah, C.J. McCollum. Yeah, like those. It would be fun to go back to that too, and maybe then I'll just listen. Anyone who listens to this show knows that. Oh, they're revealing the NIT. Oh, Wisconsin's a 3 seed. Look at that. Huge, great draw for us.
Oh, Bradley out of the Missouri Valley.
Great draw.
They won the Missouri Valley. They're very good.
Great draw.
This is a stacked NIT right now. No UNC cowards.
Nova still has not been selected.
Oh,
yet.
Oh,
no,
this could be Nova.
Max.
This could be Nova, Max. Max versus Big
no.
Cat in IT Sweet 16.
3. We're not beating Bradley. No chance. No chance. Well, I will stream this Wisconsin Bradley game because I think it's going on at the same time as Mississippi State game.
Yeah, it is.
on Tuesday night. So What I was going to say was that
Liberty.
I will. Anyone who listens to this show knows that we can.
Villanova Liberty.
Let's go.
He's up, baby. Let's go.
Oh, I want you.
So that game
I
would
want
be
you.
in Madison.
Yeah,
Wow.
that is true.
Liberty, ironically, is going dancing.
Yes.
First time in school history.
The what I was going to say was those Duke teams that like fumbled. I will now be like, yeah, this is actually Coach K. I'm putting, if they lose to Oral Roberts, I'll put that on Coach K.
You should. It's Coach K's.
We can change on a dime here.
He
when it comes
recruited
to our
those guys,
takes.
didn't he?
Yeah, exactly.
The bottom line
so
is
I'm in a win-win situation.
If John Shire wins a natty, then it just proves that Coach K completely lost it at the end.
Right.
Duke's better off without him. Now, if they lose early, then it's Coach K's fault for recruiting such shitty players.
Yes. John Shire inherited a terrible situation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Coach K
He did
let
the best that he
cupboard
could.
bare. Yeah. With the number 1 recruiting class in the country.
Big question for you here, Titus.
Yeah.
Kentucky.
Yeah.
If they lose in the first round, Coach Calipari, Coach Jim Calipari, officially hot seat city.
Hot seat city. Yeah. I think I really, if you're a fan of off-season content, and I know you guys definitely are as it pertains to the to Big Blue Nation. I cannot imagine what will transpire if John Calipari loses in the first round.
Yeah.
Football
this
school.
year.
Yeah.
Oh
they're
my
official.
God.
I think that's what it is. It's like if they lose in the first round, Kentucky's officially a football
There's
school.
also this. Providence, Bryce Hopkins is Providence's best player.
Revenge game.
He transferred from Kentucky because
Yes.
he wasn't getting enough minutes, and he was mad at Cal. I don't know. I'm sure he was took the high road when he left, but the writing was on the wall. He wanted more minutes. He's like, I deserve to be playing. I'm going to go to Providence. He's killing it for Providence. If he beats Kentucky, and Big Blue Nation has to watch a guy who was a Wildcat beat their team and knock him out of the first round yet again, that's juicy.
Yeah.
That's juicy.
Yeah,
off-season
Bryce
content.
Hopkins revenge game. We have 2 revenge games at this bottom part because if Michigan State, if it holds serve at the bottom, Michigan State Marquette, we get the Joey Hauser revenge game.
That's right.
Which will be the Hausers should have gone to Wisconsin. Whatever. That's not a big deal. I did slide into their DMs being like, "What's up, guys? Come to Madison." I'm not ashamed.
Has that ever worked? What's the most successful?
Caleb Williams,
that's ever-
I struck out on pretty hard.
Caleb Williams.
That one was pretty bad. But yeah, the Bryce Hopkins.
You did
revenge
convince
game.
Brad Davison to return to school again.
That's true. That's
fair.
true. I did that. This is a fun region. I'm very excited. Like I know. Listen, Purdue. Maybe they have the miracle run in them, but Marquette's very good. USC's actually really like
USC's better than
yes.
I think people realize.
Yes.
Drew Peterson and Boogie
Not the
Ellis
murderer. Got to just say that he's a stoolie. Not the murderer is a stoolie. The players.
All right.
Yeah, there we
Confusing
go.
there for a second. Jake was creaming his Dockers, thinking about a world in which. What was the Sweet
Let's see
16
that
matchup he had?
So it's in the Garden, so obviously it's a hot ticket no matter what. But
of course.
You're going to tell me Purdue, Duke, Kentucky, Michigan State?
Yeah,
the Garden?
Those 4. Purdue versus Duke, Kentucky, Michigan State in the Garden. Because that region's in Madison Square Garden. Just to
Providence would be pretty sick at MSG.
Yeah, definitely. And Titus was
But
saying
you want
Marquette going back to the Garden after cutting down the nets there last night.
Mm-hmm.
But he was saying you have Zach Edey, National Player of the Year.
Or Vermont.
You have Duke, who is Duke. You have Kentucky, who is Kentucky, and then you have Tom Izzo, Mr. March in the Garden.
It was just he's not Mr. March anymore.
Who's Mr. March?
Jerry.
Who's that's true.
Jerry's Mr. March.
Tom Izzo's Mr. like early March, mid March.
Yeah.
Who would be Mr. March in college basketball right now?
Well, no, it's Jerry Fragrance. He said it's January.
He has
February,
a shirt
January.
out, right? This is
yes, I am March. No, I don't know who's Mr. March now. That's a good question.
I guess Bill Self. I guess it's just whoever.
Yeah, but
won
he's
the
been
latest
high
title.
seeded. Like, who makes? I'll tell you what. We'll get to him, but if Arkansas made like a deep run, because I think Mr. March has to be.
That's
you have
true.
to like go farther than everyone expects.
It's like 3 or 4 straight second weekends.
Yeah,
I would
right,
say.
right, and also just like be like, oh, I didn't expect them to be.
Yeah,
there
one
again.
or 2 of them have to be unexpected. Yeah, if Arkansas can
Must
beat
bust.
Houston,
Could be Mr. March.
I mean,
or they don't play Houston. I'm sorry. If
we
they
should
beat
just
Kansas.
if Duke wins 2 games, we should just call John Shire.
John Shire,
Mr.
Mr.
March.
Yeah.
Mr. March. No, this. I don't know who I'm taking out of this.
Ed Cooley might be Mr. March.
Yeah, and we didn't even talk about Kansas State. Kansas State's battle tested.
Kansas.
That's what you got to say if you're a Big 12 team.
Yeah, battle tested. Yeah.
What about
But are they worn down? Is the other question. Are they battle tested or are they worn down from a?
That's a tough one.
what about Mr. February? Rick Barnes.
Rick Barnes, Mr.
Rick Barnes.
February. He is in this region. I also wrote that down. I've believed in Tennessee one too many times. So Tennessee fans, you'll be delighted to hear that I have completely given up on your team, which means this is probably the year they make the run. But yeah, I think this is Purdue's second round matchup is tough. But in terms of like the caliber of each team, like Marquette's not the best 2 seed. I don't think they are playing really well. I have Marquette coming out of this region for what it's worth.
Okay.
I don't think Duke is the best 5 seed per se. I'd have to think about it. I guess they're playing the best right now, but yeah, I don't know. Like it didn't jump off the page to me when I saw like these teams. Tennessee is a 4 seed, Kansas State is a 3, Marquette is a 2. I think that's a good spot for Purdue. But they are Purdue, and there's a 1 next to their name, and
it's
every
really
Purdue
all
fans
it is.
knows what's coming. Yeah,
it's not like this is not the hardest region. It's Purdue.
Duke is the best 5 seed, by the way. I take
Yeah.
that back. They are the best 5. Yeah, they are. But anyway,
I'm gonna take. You know what? I'm gonna say fuck it because I'm gonna go back to what I said at the beginning that you have to have at least 1 7+ in the Final Four. I'm gonna take Memphis in this region.
well,
Yeah, and I'm gonna look so stupid when they lose in the first round. Okay.
I got my Boilermakers.
Okay.
Purdue or die.
Okay.
there we go.
Who you got? Oh, you got Marquette.
I got Marquette, yeah.
Okay.
I took Marquette, which is probably dumb, but Marquette has not played great defense for most of the year, and I made the mistake of watching them in person against Xavier in the Big East Tournament Championship, and their defense was incredible. And so now I'm instead of looking at how many games have they played? 34. Instead of looking at the first 33 games, how good they were defensively, I'm looking at the last one and saying they figured it out.
Right.
And now they know how to guard.
Right.
Just based off of one game.
Yes.
Rutgers is a 1 seed.
Rutgers.
Powerful, dangerous. A dangerous 1
There
seed.
we go.
When you started by saying I failed a cultural test here at Barstool, I thought you were going to say that I feel bad for TJ that Rutgers didn't make the
Yeah,
tournament.
no,
whereas
that
I
was
think
also a fail. Yeah, because like
it feels like everyone else is just.
no, I
laughing
was
at
like,
it.
TJ, get in here. I want to drink your tears. The biggest rule at Barstool is when anyone suffers like terrible losses on their fandom, you have to just rub it in as hard as possible.
Except for Max. We
No, I don't
treat
think
him
that's
really
true.
nicely.
I think you guys treated me pretty well.
Shouldn't have got that haircut.
Big Cat, we have a yak battle in the first round of the NIT.
Rutgers
Stephen
Hofstra.
Shea.
Oh yeah,
Who's Hofstra?
Stephen Shea.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow.
No one tells Stephen Shea that Hofstra's in the NIT. He will not know. we can
yeah,
tell.
that's very. He doesn't.
They can
He doesn't
win
know.
it all.
He doesn't know college basketball is a sport.
He could win it all. All right, let's go to the Midwest region.
Midwest.
The Midwest region. Houston's the 1 seed. I'm just gonna make a quick prediction on Houston because I know Sasser got hurt. He's gonna be back.
I
was
would assume
warming up today, wasn't he?
Groin. I don't know. I haven't. I'd have to take a look at his groin myself. I'd have to really get in there
have to
and
get
take
in
a,
there.
Yeah, we can arrange that.
But yeah, groin injuries can suck. So I don't know. I mean, I assume he'll be back for the Sweet 16 if they make it. But
Yeah, my main point, even if he's not back, Houston. What does it say?
probable.
Probable.
He's probable for the first
and
round
they do
game.
need him to go to Final Four. But
Yeah.
this first 2 games for Houston is a team. They just got embarrassed by Memphis. Houston, when they get embarrassed, they take it out so hard.
Yeah.
On like the game against who did they play in the the quarterfinals the other day that they kind of struggled.
Was it ECU?
ECU. They struggled a little bit with ECU. I mean, not like they were a 23-point favorite. I think they won by 10. They then came out the next day and just embarrassed Cincinnati. I think Houston is going to steamroll Northern Kentucky, but then Iowa or Auburn are both going to get steamrolled.
Either one.
Houston, just a reminder, Houston is the team that Kellen Sampson, for long periods of time in their practice, puts a bubble on the rim so they just rebound.
Yeah.
He puts a lid on the rim and they just rebound. That's all they do.
To your point, I think this is a great draw for Houston in the sense of like if they are the professional team that I think that they are, which is to say they have like upperclassmen, they have a culture of like toughness, and we're just going to come out and beat your ass. If they are that, Iowa or Auburn in the second round are both great. Great for them to just like chew them up and spit them out and keep it moving. I think Houston. I've thought Houston was the best team for most of the season. Bama beating Houston at Houston. I don't know. It gives me pause a little bit. It's basically just Sasser's groin. Like if I knew Sasser was fully healthy, I might have picked Houston to win it all. But I got to take a look at that groin. I need to get in there.
You got to
and see
get in
for
the groin.
myself.
By the way, this Iowa-Auburn game, I don't want to get anyone too excited, but we have an Elvis bet. Iowa Elvis and Auburn Elvis are making a bet.
What does that mean?
They're both teams' fan bases have
a guy dresses up like Elvis.
Dressed as Elvis. So Viva March Madness. They released an official statement. Iowa Elvis versus Auburn Elvis. If Iowa wins, Auburn Elvis will make a donation to the U of I Children's Hospital, matching the Hawkeyes' point total from the game. What? So
Well, like $60.
yeah. If Iowa wins, they'll probably score like 80. But if Auburn prevails, Hawkeye Elvis will do the same for the Children's Hospital of Alabama.
It's
We have an
how
Elvis.
much money?
Whatever they score in the game.
That's such a weak bet.
That's
I
such
don't
a weak
want to.
bet.
I don't want to unit shame here, but
I just love that
You're
they.
gonna
you
70
can if it's like a $70
you're going to
bet.
donate $70.
I just
You're the
love-
fucking king of rock and roll.
I love that they had this bet released within an hour of the bracket being out because it's like I would imagine the Elvis fan bases, like the Elvis community, they're all in touch with each other. It's like, oh shit, my friend from Iowa City.
There was a group
I got
chat.
an Elvis there.
Yeah,
yeah.
They had a group chat that if two of us play, let's have a bet. For,
Utah State Elvis is like shit. I don't have a fucking Elvis to go up against, but yeah, watch out. The Iowa Elvis versus Auburn Elvis. It's going to be crazy.
I love that. If they were any sort of Elvis whatsoever, they would just bet that the loser had to die on the toilet.
Yeah,
after the game,
or just
sit on the toilet until you die.
get addicted to opioids.
Yeah.
yeah. But it's maybe not that one.
Yeah, I was going to say I saw the picture of them. I wouldn't put it past them.
This game though is a bad matchup for Iowa simply because they've been horrendous on the road, and this game's being played in Alabama.
Oh, it is. That's
Yeah.
right, Birmingham.
Yeah,
I
so
didn't
it's
even- I
going to
didn't
be
even
all
see that.
Auburn fans.
Yeah,
like
that stinks.
that.
And also,
it is an away game for them.
it's horrendous for Iowa because Fran McCaffrey's still their coach.
Yeah.
and
Doesn't get enough
he's-
credit for never being
Do you
to the
think?
Sweet 16.
Yeah.
Doesn't. He does not get enough credit for that. I'm giving him credit right now for never being to a Sweet 16.
What about Texas A&M? We were saying earlier how it sucks that they got jobbed in their seeding, but
They
we
got
instantly moved on past that once we saw the potential second round matchup against Texas.
Too fun. I mean, Penn State will be a fun game. That's why it sucks that they got jobbed in their seeding because to have to play a Penn State team that's been playing really well is sort of unfair to Texas A&M. But I mean, that whole bottom region, even if you want to take a big swing on a 15, now I have Texas going to the national championship and losing to Bama.
Whoa.
So I'm not condoning picking Colgate to beat Texas, but Colgate.
Don't.
I'm saying that whole bottom four in terms of fun, like Colgate plays a fun, aesthetically pleasing style of basketball.
But
is all I'm saying. They're not going to beat Texas. That's not what I'm saying.
Colgate last year, I did the Colgate thing because they played Wisconsin.
Dude,
first
it's
round.
literally in my manifesto.
Yeah.
Do not believe in Colgate again.
Because everyone's like,
I'm
look at their shooting, and they have
No,
all
no.
these guys don't make mistakes. They got to a point in the game against Wisconsin, which is hard to do, where all of our athletes, and I use that with air quotes, looked 10 times better, and they look like they're all wearing cement shoes. Texas is gonna
I'm not
obliterate.
saying pick Colgate to win. I'm saying in terms of those two
Fun
games,
teams, fun
the
teams.
two games, Texas A&M, Penn State, and then Texas Colgate will be two fun games to watch. Texas will probably be in a comfortable lead the whole game, but Colgate will be fun. Their team you'll want to root
Sounds
for.
like
is
we
all
have
I'm
to
saying.
make a legacy bet. Texas is going to murder them.
I think Texas will. I think Texas will murder
But
them.
PFT's right. Texas A&M would be awesome.
It's
It
going
would
to be
be
a great,
awesome.
a
That's
great
an
game.
That's a Big 12, an
Slash
SEC
SEC.
revenge game. Yeah,
Yeah.
Is
But
it,
now
but
it's
it's not
not.
SEC yet.
But it's not. Is it? Does Texas A&M get revenge on Texas because now Texas has joined Texas A&M?
I think it's a civil war.
Yeah,
It's just civil.
It's a
war.
house divided,
yeah.
they should actually wait and play this game on Thanksgiving.
Oh my God, yes, I would love
Pause
that.
the whole tournament.
That would be it's going to be a fun game. The two guard oriented teams that play great defense.
We
and-
also
yeah.
we have some other revenge games in this bracket, depending on how Luke, because this is really all that like the media does in March Madness. Like, look at this revenge game. I don't know if this is a revenge game or just a homecoming game, but Sean Miller, if he beats Mississippi State and Xavier wins, Sean Miller did play at Pitt, so that is that a revenge game?
He
I
could
don't know.
play his alma mater.
He's
yeah.
from Pennsylvania. He played
Yeah.
at Pitt. He plays alma mater. I don't know if that does that count as a what is that? It's just a
That's just
storyline game.
that's just a factoid game. I think.
That's you know what that is?
That's-
That's an interesting nugget.
That's an
Yeah, that's a
interesting.
nugget. That's a nugget.
It's a
It's a nugget game. And then
well, you just kind of threw out Iowa State there.
No, I know. I'm saying, Pitt has to win 2 games.
They got to win 2 games. They have to beat Mississippi State.
Listen, we had Joey Hauser already playing his second-round game revenge game. So.
Little nugget. I have a nugget on Iowa State that their strength of schedule, their opponent's offense has been number 1 in the country.
Yeah, Big 12
over the course of the season. Battle-tested team.
Battle-tested.
Do you think TJ Otzelberger? I asked this on the live stream, but we moved past it pretty quickly. Is he jacked or is he just wear tight clothing?
I think he's mini jacked.
Okay.
Because he's not a tall guy. Maybe he is tall.
He doesn't look that tall.
He doesn't look that tall.
He doesn't look that tall.
I also am respecting Iowa State because this is a lot of, the number one rule in sports and gambling, everything is like past what's the actual saying? I need a line.
Past performance is not indicative of future results.
Right. There it is. Iowa State beat Wisconsin last year in the tournament, so I respect Iowa State from that. Means nothing.
Yeah.
But this is just how my brain works.
I think TJ Otzelberger, his hair is too nice to be jacked.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Unless he's got that like Oregon strength coach vibe to him. You remember the one with the mustache?
Yeah, he's at Miami.
Are you
now.
saying that the only way to really be a jacked man is to have thin
awful
hair, like awful,
terrible hair?
Yeah, because you have to overcompensate.
Yeah. Shaved head, goatee because you're going bald. And then you wear polo shirts that are super, super tight.
Some really bad tragedy in your childhood.
Yeah.
They'd be like, I'm going to get so jacked, no one can pick on me anymore.
Your young adult life.
Right. Something happened where you're like, I'm spending my whole life in the gym.
And then you move thousands of miles away from home to live by the beach or something.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't get jacked. You got emaciated.
I was talking.
You're the first person who did the fucking insulin medicine without.
I did the opposite of. I thought we were going a different path. With, never mind.
What about your beloved Hoosiers?
Revenge game, Indiana Houston in the Sweet 16. Kelvin Sampson versus the program that he sank on the way out. Would be a juicy storyline to be sure. I see. This is why I hate filling out brackets, because before the bracket came out, I wrote down advanced Kent State no matter who they play, and then they played Indiana, and I was like, what do I do? And I had to stick with it because. So I have Kent State beating Indiana, but I hate that. I definitely hate that, and I just want to crawl into a hole because
Kent State's really good, and
Kent State is
Sincere
good.
Carey's a really fun March name to say. Like that is it when you think in storyline. Think of an announcer saying Sincere Carey from 3.
With a name
That's
like
fun.
that, he's destined to play in the NBA. Am I right?
Yeah, he's when we're on fucking season 543rd of the dozen, there will be a Sincere Carey question. Who led the MAC in points in like 2023? I don't even know if he did.
They also, Kent State is a muck it up team, is how I've described them. They played a game against Houston. If I remember right, the score was like 45-43 or something.
Yeah.
40. Yeah. It was just disgusting basketball. And I think that Indiana played a brand. So Indiana, before Mike Woodson got there with Trace Jackson Davis and some of the other guys that are still there, they played a brand of basketball that was muck. And I think there's a world where Kent State like invites them back into the muck.
Ooh.
And they like just revert back to their old ways, and suddenly they're playing Archie Miller basketball.
Oh no.
Yeah, and it's just a gross basketball game that's just like, that Indiana fans are losing their minds, like, how did we get here? I don't know. That's one timeline I see.
I got a deep revenge game on this one. Chris Payton, who plays for Kent State, who might be guarding TJD for a little bit in this game, or most of it. He played at Pitt. He's from Bloomington.
Oh, interesting.
Revenge game against the entire town.
Yeah, exactly.
I like that.
Yeah.
What about Texas coach Terry?
Yeah, Rodney Terry.
Terry. I've read a lot of stuff about him recently because they're going to have to determine at some point if he's going to come back or
he's from Bloomington, Illinois, so it's not actually.
Oh, it's not.
They're different Bloomington. Okay. But with Terry, how many games does he have to win for him to be the presumptive guy coming into next year?
I think there's an argument to be made he should be the guy already. I don't think Texas is going to see it that way. I think he's going to have to go to the Final Four for them to actually hire him. And I think he could, but Texas is in a position, like, Chris Beard was such the perfect hire for them. Like, when they hired him, they were like, we got our guy for the next 30 years. He's going to be here for 30 years, and then he was not. And so I think, like, they're in a position where they want to take a big
swing.
Yeah.
Big swing. Hope they don't choke.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Texas,
I walked right into that.
If they choke, they'll take a big swing.
yeah,
we
they'll take
were
a- they
saying
want to take a big swing on their next coaching hire.
if you're looking for the inverse of the Alabama storyline, Texas would be it, where they got rid of the bad guy.
Yes.
And then they go on a miracle run.
Yes, and they're a program that I was talking to Steve on Stanford Steve on my show about like how I was trying to make an argument that Ohio State basketball is actually fun to cheer for if you can just remove the football part of it, but nobody can. I think Texas basketball is kind of the same thing. That like there's no real reason to hate Texas basketball. They never
Right.
win anything. They always
Right.
choke.
They had Kevin Durant and they didn't do
They
anything.
never do anything.
Yeah.
So there is like some small part that's like, yeah, I get you hate the fan base because they're so loud and like they think that they're the best and they never win anything. Like I get all, but if you just like cut out all of that and just focus on like the group inside the Texas basketball locker room, they've never elevated themselves to hateable in my eyes because they never like actually
Do
win
you know what it
anything.
is?
So-
It's very similar to when LeBron was in Cleveland separating the Cavs and LeBron from Browns fans. Because like I was like I root for the Browns fans, not like thinking in my head, oh yeah, these are also LeBron
These
fans.
are the
Like,
same people that
Texas
are- yeah.
football and basketball, you got to separate them. Also, I mean like TJ Ford, who didn't love him?
Yes, but that's what happens is as Texas basketball starts winning, you realize the same people that are happy about
Right,
this
right.
are those assholes that I deal with in the fall, you know, XYZ. And yeah, so then you're like, never mind. Hey, I hate these guys.
Yeah, it's similar to the John Shire like Duke fan. Like I'm rooting for John Shire, and then I'm like, wait, Duke fans.
but
just
then
got a
Duke fans are gonna
title?
be happy. Yeah,
Shit.
yeah, exactly.
What did I do to myself?
I do need to see McConaughey back on the bench.
yeah,
That would be
slapping
awesome.
asses.
Come on. Like many national pundits are expecting Texas to make the Final Four this year.
Yeah, I have them. I have them
including
in the
Mark
championship.
Titus.
Yeah, I
in
do.
the championship,
I haven't-
now's the time when you need to come out of hiding, McConaughey.
I
Also,
think so.
Shout out in this region, Jim Larinaga in Miami. I just love him.
He's awesome.
Yeah,
I don't
he's the
love.
best.
I don't love that he goes by Coach L. I think that's a bad
That's-
move.
Oh yeah,
That's a
come on.
bad move.
You have the
Foreshadowing.
Inye.
Yeah,
That's
You should ride with that. You should be Coach Inye.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
yeah.
Such a cooler letter.
Tilde. Is it called a tilde?
Inye.
What's the tilde?
I think it's a tilde.
Enya is the squiggly
Yeah,
over
it's
the
a
end.
tilde in English. It's an
Oh, it's
Inye
Inye in
in
Spanish?
Spanish.
Yeah.
All right.
We also have a wild storyline for Drake. Their head coach is Darren DeVries. His son, Tucker DeVries, is the conference player of the year.
That's wild.
That is wild.
That's
So
wild.
how did you recruit him?
I don't know.
Did he give him
Damn.
any free meals in high school, middle school?
Maybe.
Problem
Interesting.
violation. Let's
I'm
get
gonna
him
write
out.
in.
NIL.
Yeah.
Would
let's
be the
get him
first
freaked
time-
out.
Free clothes and a bedroom and a place to stay.
Would be
Yeah.
the first time Drake groomed somebody.
Ooh. We also
was too easy,
we
sorry.
we forgot to mention the Bruce Pearl storyline that he was at Iowa when he was a rat.
When he ratted on
When he's
Illinois.
a rat.
Oh, he wore the
Yeah.
wire.
Yeah, he was
wore the
coaching
wire.
Iowa.
He was
Yeah.
coaching at Iowa. Yeah.
Forgot about that.
So-
Yeah. So,
So the Iowa Elvis and Auburn Elvis. Do with that what you may. Who do you got coming out?
I have Texas, as I said, because Texas is depth. Texas plays defense. Texas is battle tested in the Big 12. Texas has a bevy of. That's not their mascot, is it? Bevo.
No, Bevo. Yeah, you're
Bevo.
close.
I just
Bevo.
tripped myself up. A bevy of guards. They check a lot of the boxes and they're playing really well right now. So I have Houston and Texas. I think it's going to go chalk in that regard in the Elite Eight, and then it's kind of a coin flip. And I went with Texas because I don't know what Marcus Sasser's groin looks like.
Okay.
That's fair.
We gotta see it.
I got to see it. I still haven't seen it.
See your
I'll-
groin.
I still.
You know what? I'm
Mark, you should tweet at him.
Let me see your groin.
Let me see
Yeah.
your groin.
Let me
real
get a
quick.
pic.
See
I need to
it.
see what the bruising looks like right now.
I'm gonna
Before-
join you. I'm joining you with Texas
Yeah,
until you see that groin.
until I see the groin. If Marcus Sasser is 100% healthy, I would like Houston. But
Yes.
Yeah, I
I'm
don't know.
also kind of weirdly rooting for Indiana to make a deep run.
It
And
would
I
be
do
nice.
love watching TJD play basketball.
Yeah.
He is fun.
No, I think Indiana could. I think Indiana, Jalen Hood-Schifino will be a lottery pick probably, and they don't. I don't think they play good enough defense, and they're certainly not consistent enough. But Indiana on their best night can beat anybody. I mean, they smoked Purdue in Mackey Arena.
Yeah.
And,
swept them first time in like
swept
10
them, yeah.
years.
Yeah.
I kind of like A&M to beat Texas.
Ooh.
Coach Buzz, ride with their guy a little bit.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go chalk out of this region. I'm gonna go
Houston?
Houston. Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Okay.
checks out.
Last region. This is the region of death, the West.
Yeah.
So when we were doing our bracket reveal show, I said this looks like the region of death. I went back and looked. In this region, you have 5 teams that are in the top 11 in Ken Palm. which is pretty crazy.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
And not only that, but the number 1 seed is the 4th ranked team of those 5 in Ken Palm. So UCLA is number 2 in Ken Palm. They're the 2 seed. UConn is number 4 in Ken Palm. They are the 4 seed. Gonzaga is number 8 in Ken Palm. They're the 3 seed. And then Kansas is number 9 in Ken Palm. They're the 1 seed.
And St. Mary's is up there,
St.
too.
Mary's is
Yeah.
11.
Yeah.
And Arkansas is 20. So you have 6 in the top 20. This is this entire region. And then we didn't even mention TCU, which, like, when I was looking at the bracket reveal, I was like, every team, there's 6 teams in this region that their ceiling is Final Four national championship.
Yeah, TCU came into this season saying we expect to make the Final Four because they last year, if you remember, took Arizona, who was the number 1 overall seed in last year's tournament, to overtime. There was a controversial call that wasn't actually controversial at all, but everyone lost their minds on an over and back call. But that was when we got introduced. That's when America was introduced to TCU, and then they brought all those guys back. No Eddie Lampkin though. You love Eddie Lampkin.
I love Eddie Lampkin.
You've always loved Eddie Lampkin.
I love Eddie.
He left
was
the
in
team.
the office a few months ago. He was.
You could probably get
Love
him in the
Eddie
office
Lampkin.
now because he left the team.
Yeah, he did
He's
leave
got
the
nothing
team.
going
He
on
did.
right now.
Why'd he leave?
I don't know.
Well, so a little bit of injury. Then also his mom came out and said that there was maybe some racial things said by Jamie Dixon. So we don't know.
Okay.
Yeah,
But he left the team.
somewhere in between.
I could tell from the
Yeah, well, we don't
I
know.
just asked a question.
Yeah.
I don't want to know the answer.
Yeah,
to.
we don't know.
somewhere in
We don't know.
between a mild injury and racial slurs
Yeah,
being
right.
thrown.
Yeah, somewhere
Okay,
in
got it.
there.
Got it. Fill in
Find
the
a-
blanks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
somewhere
So
in
he's not there, but there is this is an incredible region. I'm very excited about all these games.
I will co-sign that and say look no further than just the Arkansas-Illinois game, having 2 teams that have just loads and loads of talent and on paper jump out at you at how good they could be theoretically if they could just put it all together. Neither team has really done that fully yet, but you could talk yourself into it. And that's the 8-9 game. So, honestly, it's a cop-out. I understand, and people get angry when I do this, when I do the anything could happen type shit, but Illinois is good enough to make the Final Four. They're not going to. They're not. They're going to find a way to screw it up. But if you've been watching Illinois all year and you only focus on their positive flashes of basketball, you're that team is good enough to make a Final Four. Same with Arkansas. They're loaded with talent.
I think that's gonna be a rock fight.
It's gonna be. It's gonna
I think
be.
it's gonna be very. That might be my under of the month.
You have no idea which one of those teams is going to show up, and if whoever wins, you don't know who's going to show up against Kansas. It's just, but that's what makes that region crazy. Is if you're Kansas, you could get the shitty version of Illinois, run them off the floor, and it's a ho hum second round game, or you could get, an Arkansas team that's got multiple lottery picks and a ton of athleticism, and you're like, I thought we were
March.
And I thought we were a 1 seed. How the hell did we get this draw? So
you know who I want to show up to this game?
Burt Bielema?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Revenge game.
Yeah, Burt Bielema.
I would like him to do a topless red panda at halftime.
There should be an Arkansas Burt Bielema versus Illinois Burt Bielema bet that we have on this one.
It is a revenge game for him.
Loser has to eat 70 pounds of red meat after the game.
We need it. And we have, speaking of revenge games, if Illinois gets to the second round and Bill Self, that is obviously Bill Self, coach of Illinois, his guys went, that was a famous team that went to the national championship game. So I don't know if that's even revenge because that felt, we just say revenge game. If someone has any ties to the other team.
Who's mad at who?
I think Illinois probably would be a little mad, but then also
They're
who wouldn't take Kansas' job over Illinois?
Yeah, they'd be
no
like,
offense.
thank you for taking us to a national championship.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, Bruce Weber did, but yeah, his guys.
His guys
that he recruited. And then,
Cliff Alexander revenge game, by the way.
there we go.
Remember that?
Cliff
Remember that?
Alexander.
You know that video.
Yes.
Oh my god.
We also have if CBS, TBS, whoever this game's on, knows what they're doing as broadcasters. Iona UConn, we need it to just don't even show the game. Just show Dan Hurley and Rick Pitino just in their coaches' boxes, just going.
They should have an
nuts.
alternate feed.
Yes,
Coaches
I'd watch
only.
all.
Yep. Yes, absolutely.
I did a
would watch
personal
Rick.
alternate feed at the Big East tournament for Hurley versus Shaka the other night. I just watched them.
Shaka
for the
was
whole
on the
game.
court. Shaka was on
and
the
did you
court.
see he blew
He
me
was
off
playing
post game?
defense.
No, what'd he do?
I said good game, coach. He just walked right past me.
Shaka was
Respect the biz.
Chip on my
Shaka.
shoulder, Marquette versus Vermont.
Yep.
Shaka literally was on the court. It was driving me insane. But either way, I was joking.
If Rick's in the box, he'll only be in there for a few seconds.
Yes. 15. Yeah.
If there was a stream of Rick Pitino and Dan Hurley and they were mic'd up and we got like a genuine mic'd up experience, and like not that they knew they were mic'd up,
Yeah.
you just get to hear whatever they would have said otherwise. And you can either watch that stream or watch the actual game. I would watch that stream.
Yes.
I would watch that
Yes.
stream and check the score later.
Absolutely.
After the game. Yeah.
And just judge by their facial expressions.
Yes. Yeah.
I was saying that the ref, if they know what they're doing, they should just give a tee to both of them before they even tip it off.
Preemptive,
and being
yeah.
like, I know what you guys are going to say.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
here's your technical.
If Rick Pitino wins this game, I think that we're definitely going to get Rick at a big school next
Well,
year.
that's the best part about this is this could be something we get twice a year because Rick Pitino going to St. John's, Rick Pitino going to Georgetown. I haven't heard Ed Cooley going to Georgetown, Rick Pitino going to Providence. There's all types of Rick Pitino fanfic.
Oh, I like that. Yeah,
He's going home. Yeah,
I actually think Leroy broke the Ed Cooley at Georgia. That he might have been a little bit over his skis on that one. Might have been some bad rumors.
Ed
going
Cooley
around.
loves Providence.
He does love Providence, but he also likes money.
Yeah,
is the thing.
Yeah.
So
everyone likes money.
I do. I like that fan fiction though. Like
Yeah.
Ed Cooley to Georgetown, Rick Pitino go to Providence.
He's going home.
Run it back
where he started. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's interesting. I would love to see Rick advance to the second round here. Rick Pitino against St. Mary's second round.
Oh, I think VCU.
What if it goes on a little run here?
I think VCU is going to be a tough game for St. Mary's.
I mentioned this on the show, or Titus' show. VCU revenge game against COVID. They forfeited the last time they were in the tournament.
Oh yeah,
I can't trust VCU.
Oregon won via forfeit.
I can't trust VCU until I see a mask up. I need a picture of the guys taking COVID seriously this time around.
Yeah,
because last time too many positive tests sanction season. So
which coach was it in 2021 that he had a massive herpes outbreak?
I thought you were going to say Josh Pastner.
Josh Pastner with the mask.
He just got fired.
No. There was one coach that had a massive herpes outbreak, and they all had to wear masks. But for whatever reason, this one coach kept pulling his down. It's like, dude, you have the best built-in excuse. It's a once-in-a-generation pandemic. No one has to know.
I don't remember.
I don't remember that either.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I don't.
I do know what you're talking about, but I don't remember.
Who's the coach with herpes?
It was Fred Hoiberg.
Oh, it was Fred. Well, no.
Everyone thought he had COVID, right?
Fred was the one who was very, very sick.
Oh, okay. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Of.
He had like the flu.
Yeah.
Remember? He was like sweating on the sideline.
Everyone's watching that, like throw this man in prison.
Yeah.
Like, how dare him? And then he didn't have COVID.
It's just the flu.
Just
that's what you were gonna say. Yeah, no, this region and Gonzaga. We didn't even talk about
Gonzaga
that Grand Canyon game's gonna
Gonzaga
be awesome.
as a 3 seed with zero pressure whatsoever is very, very dangerous. And I for whatever reason, America hates Gonzaga, and everybody loves to roll their eyes at the idea of Gonzaga. The Gonzaga's gone to 7 straight Sweet 16s.
He's Mr. March.
He's Mr. March. Mark Few might be Mr. March.
He's never been to a Final Four.
Yeah. So Gonzaga is a 3 seed where there's no target on their back whatsoever, and nobody's expect. I mean, I've kind of at times I've probably said this multiple times that I hate this Gonzaga team. I don't hate them anymore. They're starting to play a little bit better lately. Their offense is really humming. But yeah, all season long it's been clear that this is not one of Mark Few's best teams, and that kind of makes them dangerous. That they can just let it rip and have Drew Timme just be the All-American that he is.
I feel like we are destined to see Drew Timme at least in a Sweet 16 game this year.
Yes. Yeah. Also, just a reminder: don't root for Northwestern because a bunch of journalists are going to come out of nowhere and just be so fucking
very annoying.
I called my shot on a graphic that CBS is going to do. Northwestern kid crying, then and now. They're going to show him live in the stands. The meme, the AD's son.
Yeah,
they're going to show him. 6 years later.
Yeah, he's like 25 years old now.
Yeah.
I hope he's crying again.
He probably will be. He's a Northwestern guy.
Yeah.
Although it would be nice to see Greeny advance.
No, but Ravel?
That's
the problem.
Yeah.
You can't have Ravel
he can't have anything nice.
He took the polo off of Collins' body when they won at Rutgers. He literally was on his Instagram. He was got the game worn polo from Coach Collins. Fucking crazy. We can't have it. We can't have it.
We'll get Wilbon on PTI wearing a little purple quarter zip.
a
quarter zip with You
can't have
of
it.
purple.
You
Yeah,
can't have
something like a small piece of flair. It'll be a polo shirt that he has underneath his quarter zip.
Yeah.
It'll be a Northwestern. You can't even see the logo on it.
Can't have it. Can't
Tony, my Wildcat.
Northwestern they play an ugly style of basketball.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Counterpoint, Boo Booey, fun to say.
Boo Booey is fun to say.
That's fun to say.
But yeah. You can't have that.
And then UCLA, if Jalen Clark was healthy, he's not, obviously.
Yeah, that's on Max.
Yeah, thank you, Max, for that.
Max tore his Achilles.
Is it officially torn?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's torn.
It was torn the second we saw the video.
That's not true.
Yes, it was.
We didn't see the MRI.
No, actually, that's technically true, Max, because he tore his Achilles, and I said the second we saw the video, he tore his Achilles.
But we didn't know.
But we did
But it
because
was
his
torn.
Achilles was torn.
It was torn. We just found out.
You're wrong.
Yeah.
His Achilles was torn. His Achilles.
You're jumping to conclusions.
I was
called,
not.
It's called being right if you were right about it.
Yeah, and his Achilles was torn. The minute it was torn, I
It is
said
now
it was torn. No, it got torn at the hospital. Imagine if he torn in the MRI machine.
Yeah, it wasn't torn.
Look at this. You should do screenshots, Max. Like, look at this. It's clearly intact when he was being wheelchaired off the court.
I'll do some research.
Yeah, please do.
I'll conduct my own research.
Well, if he was healthy, I think I said on the show with Jake, if he was healthy, I would have wrote UCLA's national champion and filled my bracket out backwards.
It was a good pick. UCLA was a good pick.
Until you tore Jalen Clark's Achilles.
So I don't know how good they are now. I mean, they played Arizona well. They had a shot to beat them in the tournament.
They have Mr. March, Mick
They do
Cronin.
have Mr. March. Yeah. Did you see his dad was fighting people?
Oh, yeah,
I love that. Good. See, this
What's
is
his name again?
Hep.
Yeah, Hep C. Hep C's back, guys. Watch out. Wrap it up. But Mick Cronin I feel like this is when he really shines, is when everybody completely doubts him.
Yeah.
And he's gonna be coaching pissed off.
But they got guys that have been there forever.
Tiger Campbell
and Jaquez
have
been there forever.
This is why this is the group of death. I could see Kansas winning the national championship. I could see UCLA winning the national championship. I could see Gonzaga's tough to go all the way, but
I can't see them in the Final Four.
UConn is up there. Arkansas and Illinois, like I said, in some like weird twisted timeline, like I could see them. TCU, same thing. Like it's the ones that I did the top 8 seeds of the top 8 seeds of the teams that I think there's no way they're winning national championships. Northwestern and St. Mary's.
Jake, I need you to put a reminder in here for me because this is something I make a mistake every single year. If Arkansas or Illinois wins that game by 10 or more,
Okay.
take Kansas by 1 billion. Because that is exactly what will happen. Like, Illinois would beat Arkansas, and you'd be like, holy shit.
Thursday game.
Illinois kicked the shit out of
good,
Arkansas.
yeah.
So reminder would be for Saturday morning.
Yeah,
It's a
Kansas better
Thursday
watch
game.
out. And then Kansas like, no. That's not how this works.
Does the game, if Illinois wins, the game will be in Des Moines, Iowa. Now, Kansas is close to there as
Yes.
well, obviously, but Illinois,
Very close.
very close to Des Moines. Does that matter? How much does that matter when you look at
I
this
think
stuff?
Kansas travels better.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like Kentucky, Kansas, like those teams, they're going to have fans there no matter what. You know what I mean?
But instead of Kansas overwhelmingly having the advantage,
yeah.
like say if it was Florida Atlantic that they were playing as their 9 seed,
Yeah.
it's going to be Illinois.
True.
I don't know.
Either way,
What makes you think?
if either of those teams wins decisively in that 8-9 matchup, it's hammer time on Kansas.
Yeah.
Because I trick myself. It's the same as in football. Whoever wins the wild card, you're like, man, they just won a playoff game. This other team hasn't won a playoff game yet. Like, the Giants won a playoff game. They're going to be able to go into Philadelphia. No, that's not how it works. All right. I have Roback question. RHOBACK.com. You're wearing it right now, Mark.
Yep.
I'm wearing the Roback joggers. They have Q-zips, hoodies, joggers, polos, everything. Roback.com, the most comfortable clothes in the world. Use code TAKE for 20% off your first purchase. Who do you have coming out of this region? Group of death.
I have Kansas, it looks like. And I have Kansas because what was the stat I pulled, Jake? When Bill Self has a 1 seed, he's gone to 7 out of 9 Elite Eights. So I think Kansas is a shoo-in to the Elite Eight. And then at that point, they're going to either play a Gonzaga team that's very flawed or a UCLA team that just lost their best defender. And I thought they're probably going to win that game. So I have Kansas going back to the Final Four. That's my pick.
Okay.
Which people hate because anytime you pick the 1 seed, It makes people very
I
angry.
hate that. I'm angry.
I hate it.
I'm angry.
Dickie
angry
V.
right now.
So wait, what's your Final Four right now?
I have, if you want storylines, here's your storyline. I have, in Jim Boeheim's last season in college basketball, I have a 2003 replay with Texas, Kansas, and Marquette all making the Final Four.
Ooh.
But the fourth team, because Syracuse isn't in it this year, I have Alabama in Syracuse's place, and then Alabama goes on to win the national
They're the
title.
new Syracuse.
They're the new Syracuse. Yeah.
Okay.
With a freshman
Yeah.
leading the way.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. When, in a year that ends in 3, has a freshman ever carried a team to a national championship and won their coach his first and only title with Texas, Kansas, and Marquette also in the Final Four? Has that ever happened? Somebody Google that.
I don't think so.
Yes, I'm looking right now.
It's, what does it say?
Yes,
Does it say
that happened.
Okay.
Actually,
Okay.
It's actually the last year that ended in 3. The last time a year ended in 3, Syracuse
Yeah, that's
won
right.
it all.
That's right.
Because Louisville didn't count.
It didn't happen.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
Louisville
good
that
point.
year did not count.
Right.
It never happened.
Yep. So 20 years later.
No, yeah. So the last time the year ended in 3 that we had
And
this.
for the record, when I was filling out my bracket, that was not my train of thought. This is just retroactively making
You just
stories.
it sounds like you just kind of improv your bracket. You just go through it
Yeah.
Pretty
without
much.
writing a structure, but you just lead wherever your heart takes you.
Yeah, my big red flag is that I have a lot of conference tournament winners
Oh, that's
advancing
always
far, which is very stupid.
Yeah,
but
recency
the
bias.
same thing
Yeah.
that we just
Yes.
said. Yeah,
I know, but I painted myself in a corner. I didn't realize it till I was on my Elite 8, and I was like, fuck, I did it again.
You got to be tired too if you win your conference tournament at this point, right?
You would think.
Yeah, but
need
then
some time
UConn.
off.
Remember
Yeah,
UConn?
you can get hot.
Kansas won theirs last year in the
Yeah,
title.
yeah.
I would.
Yeah,
I would be
it is-
tired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would be tired
I'm
if I was
so
playing
tired.
basketball.
I'm tired and I just watched the game.
I'd be like, fuck this. I have to go play basketball again.
Yeah, I'm going to take UConn in this region.
That's a fun pick. UConn's a fun pick.
Too
I have
bad they're going to
few-
lose
yeah.
first round.
UConn. So my Final Four is what? UConn, Texas. What was my? I've
go
already
Arizona?
forgotten.
Did you
No,
go
I went
Arizona?
Memphis. I went Memphis and Arizona. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to go UCLA. Fuck it. Because that's why.
Keep riding.
Because fuck it. It's Mick. It's
Yeah.
Mick, Hep C in the crowd.
Hep C.
The
fuck
boys.
it.
Team of Destiny.
Let's get the boys.
I
back
actually
together.
do think there's something to Mick where like the worse his teams get, the better his coaching gets.
Yeah, I'd agree. I'm very. Oh, God damn it! There's nothing better than the tournament.
It's the best.
Any
It's the
other
best.
last thoughts? You're going to be on the streams with us.
Yeah, I'll be streaming. That'll be fun. Being in a room full of
Can we get one lock a
Yeah.
day? One Mark Titus lock a day?
people are very angry that I'm not providing the locks of the day. I wanted my. I told you this, that I wanted my locks of the day to just be like Houston, like find the biggest spread.
Yeah.
I'll do that. I'll do
Yeah.
money line. I'll do 1/16 money line. As
Just
my
roll
lock
it
of the day.
over.
That'd be so awesome if
Yeah.
you lost.
Yeah.
5-12. Give us a 5-12 upset.
5-12. So it would have been Oral Roberts over Duke, but I think Duke's the best 5 and Oral Roberts is the best 12. So I will say Charleston over San Diego State. I think San Diego State. I think San Diego State's the better team, but Charleston has all year they're not that great, but they just keep finding ways to win, and the game will be close, and they'll eke out a W, and that feels like a good one. But I honestly like all the 12-5s, as everybody does every year. But this is the little nugget, I guess, is I was talking to Jake about, is that this year it felt like there were a ton of in the small school conference tournaments, the 1 seeds and the 2 seeds won a lot of them, to where your 12 through 16 seeds are very, very strong. There's not a lot of teams that got hot just to win 3 games in their conference tournament, and now they're like a 14 seed that might be a little fraudulent. These are teams that were dominating their conferences all year, like across the board. So yeah, there probably will be a lot of upsets because it's a lot of 25-plus win teams that are double-digit seeds.
Would you say
which doesn't happen all the time?
What 15 seed is the most likely to give a 2 seed a scare?
I would say
There's always a scare out there.
Princeton, Colgate, or Asheville would probably be the 3
Just
I would
3
look
out
at,
of
but
4.
not. But
Okay.
I don't know if
Can we
there's
narrow it down a little bit to maybe 2 out of 4.
just 3
No, I
out
like
of
those
4. I
3.
don't like the.
So wait, what's the one that is not going to give a scare?
That'd be-
Vermont.
yeah,
That's,
Vermont.
that's the point.
Oh, Vermont.
oh, okay,
I
gotcha.
didn't
Yeah,
see.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry to.
They're gonna win.
I know.
So
Jake creamed
That's not a scare,
What did you say?
yeah.
Creamed his Dockers. He creamed his Dockers when they announced that in Columbus, and he asked for permission to go. It's like, yes.
Jake's very persuasive, so he's slowly talking me into the idea. But Vermont and Colgate were 2 teams I wrote down. Don't trust them. They how often Can we just one time? I want Vermont to pop up on a bracket and nobody mentioned TJ Sorrentine's name.
No,
but
it can't
unfortunately,
happen.
we have no other moments to go off of.
Yeah.
And at what point do we all say, "Wait a second"? We talk about this every year, nothing happens.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, but
Which
it
is
is.
why it's going to happen now when no one suspects it.
Yeah.
Like Gonzaga.
It's
You're taking them because no one expects them to go deep.
If
That's
Vermont does beat Marquette, Jake deserves to just like host Pardon My Take one day or something.
No,
Like, he gets,
no.
You should host your podcast for a day.
No.
I probably would let you do that.
Yeah.
He doesn't even want that. He
The
just
Jake
You know
over.
what, Jake? If
The Mark
Vermont
Titus
beats
Jake over.
if
Yeah.
Vermont beats Marquette, you get to do the Ray Allen tweet. Perfect. That's perfect.
Let's go Golden
Yeah,
Eagles.
Yeah, let's go. That's perfect.
Wait, you would rather have Marquette win
Jesus Christ.
than to,
like half
than to have
kidding. I'm
like
like
an
half
all-time
kidding.
upset and have to tweet the Ray Allen tweet?
I'm so excited.
Yeah, I'm so soft.
We should actually
be.
pick one where if you call the upset correctly, you get to do the Ray Allen tweet.
Okay.
Like how Max
Has
got
to be
do
a
that.
13 or higher.
13 or higher.
All right, Titus, you in?
Yeah, what
You can do the
say
Ray
it
Allen
again.
tweet?
Oh, well, I'm clearly going to go Iona.
Yeah.
If Iona wins,
If Iona
you
wins,
do the Ray Allen
I'm going to
tweet?
do the Ray Allen tweet.
I don't think I want to do the Ray Allen tweet.
Okay, that's fine. You don't have to.
Welcome to the club. I needed,
an
I
honor.
needed
It's
some
an
help.
honor.
Unfortunately,
You still have some integrity.
Well, you
White
could just
guys.
pick a 16 seed.
that's true. I'll pick.
No,
if this
it might
happens.
happen.
No.
It might happen, Titus. Look at you.
Do it.
I'll pick Fairleigh Dickinson because
Okay.
that has.
Oh, yeah, say
Yeah,
your
some
line. Say your
Dick-
line. That you
Oh,
have.
that's that Dickinson did make at least one Dickinson made the NCAA tournament.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Get
good.
Fairleigh
That's
Dickinson.
good.
Solid,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
I like
pretty
that Titus
good.
too because Fairleigh Dickinson has to win 2 games.
Yeah, they have to win 2. And
Smart.
Dickinson, I don't know.
I would
There's
love
some
it
sort
if Hunter Dickinson
Well,
showed up with the ski mask on for the NIT.
Oh, it'd be incredible.
Michigan has Toledo in the NIT, by the way. Our guys, Barstool
All right.
Invitational.
I'll go Furman. With my Ray Allen tweet pick.
All
I feel
right.
good about that.
If Furman wins-
PFT and I want to do it.
Yeah, oh yeah.
It would pop.
I would love
numbers-wise.
it. I would
Yeah,
love nothing
yeah.
more than to do the Ray Allen tweet.
But it's good that we're doing this type of stuff where we can't, because it would lose its luster if we just did it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm excited to watch the tournament with you boys, though. It's it'll be fun to be
It's
on
a
the couch
grind.
with you guys and
You-
grind. And
You
yeah.
say that now. By the end of day number 2, you're going to be
know.
just tapping out. It's gonna
I'm
be tough.
curious. I've done 3, maybe 4 West Coast NCAA tournaments. A tip off at 9 a.m.
Yeah.
You wake up, make a little coffee, and then the games are starting. So I'm curious to get back on the East Coast. And
Yeah,
see,
just blend. It all blends
it all,
together.
Yeah.
Because you really don't have a morning, and then you just.
Recording podcasts at 2 a.m.
Hey.
the night after
some
games.
of us,
You know.
Thank you for your service.
Yeah. God gives his toughest battles to his strongest soldiers. That's
We'll
us.
see. We'll see where that goes. As we get a little loopy.
All right, you want to stick around for the lottery ball?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
I would
all
love
right.
to do it.
One last thing we got to get to. I've talked about this all episode. PFT.
Yeah, Big Cat.
I think I've sold it, but I want you to say right now that you're going to be a pepperoni dog owner and get your future dog pepperoni treats all the time, like Whitey, who's in studio right now. Give him a pepperoni treat.
I want to see if Whitey likes it before I make my final decision.
Make sure you're on the YouTube to see Whitey in all his glory getting some pepperoni treats.
I mean,
This is awesome.
Whitey's going nuts. Whitey's
Hell
in here
yes.
right now.
Look at this.
And Billy's dog's also here.
Clip this and send it to me, Max, because this is
that's a
this is
good
the
boy.
best ad ever.
I'll tell you what, Whitey is locked in on those treats right now. I'm ready to say it. I'm a pepperoni guy.
Yes, let's go. Everyone clap it up for PFT. He's officially a pepperoni guy.
Future PFT puppy is going to be loaded with
Yes.
pepperoni.
And pepperoni is our wonderful sponsor. Pepperoni has a taste and aroma that dogs find irresistible. Look at Whitey right now.
He's barking
Proof
at you.
tested right now.
Give me more.
He's going woof yeah with his pepperoni beef flavor snacks. So be your best friend's best friend with pepperoni treats. Go to pepperoni.com to find a bag near you. Also send us a pic of you and your dog filling out your bracket for a chance to win some PMT merch. Tweet us at Pardon My Take and at Pepperoni. I'll tweet out a picture. Me and Stella filling out our bracket. Go check it out now. Billy, let's go an extra mile for Pepperoni. I want Whitey's bracket. So I want him to pick every single game.
Already done.
Oh, okay. You've done it already? You actually did?
We sat here and did it.
You did the whole bracket.
Yep.
Look at that.
Good
That's
job, Billy.
beautiful. All right.
Billy,
so
why does
that's why he's farting.
why does his collar say 64632?
Okay, so
That's your number.
go to pepperoni.com to find a bag near you. some psycho is going to spend the next 4 days trying to figure out hack Billy's number. Send us a pic of your dog filling out your bracket for a chance to win some PMT merch. Tweet us at Pardon My Take and at Pupperoni. Thank you to Pupperoni. Go get some Pupperoni for your dogs. Come on, they love it. Look, Whitey's going absolutely bonkers right now for his Pupperoni. Okay. It's time. Titus, your first ever chance. Hank, have you ever gotten this?
Nope.
You sure?
Yep. Positive.
You've never gotten the lottery ball?
No.
This is Titus' first time, so he doesn't know.
How many? You guys have done a lot of shows, haven't you?
Yeah.
Hank, you want to do a P-bet?
This is our 500 show, actually.
And you've never gotten it one time?
No.
You want to do a P-bet?
I don't have any P.
The water's off.
I don't have any right now.
Okay. All right. We won't do it. Should we let Titus pick first? He's our guest.
I'll go 83.
83. Okay. Numbers.
69.
Oh, that was
beat you.
PFT.
88.
PFT beat you.
I beat you. I literally beat you.
17.
Murph.
What's your number, Billy?
96.
Okay. 18. What was you? 83?
I was 83.
Hank at 88. 20, 96, 69, 17.
High percentage. A lot of people guessing right now.
Eight. Are you going to guess 8?
I guess 88.
Oh, no, Hank. You were so close. You're only 80 numbers off. Were you thinking about guessing 8?
No.
Yeah, you don't guess 88 without thinking about 8. Is that
It's a lot of 8s. You wanted more 8s.
Fact
you got
fiction.
greedy,
Fiction.
Hank. You got
You
greedy.
do half the amount of 8s and you would have won. Everything would have been different.
PFC, you won on 8 twice.
Yeah, 8's my jam.
And Hank's never won.
I would have taken 8, but I
On
took
any
69
number.
for Billy.
Ever. All right, that's the show.
Love you guys.
Birds are closer to dinosaurs than lizards.
Wait, are dinosaurs real? Are they methodical?
Methodically.
Talking away, though I don't know what I'm to say, I'll say it anyway. Today is another day to find you shining away. Oh, I'll be coming for your love, babe. Needless to say, I won't say it, but I'll be stumbling away. Slowly learning that life is okay. Say after me, it's no better to be safe than sorry. Say after me, it's no better to be safe than sorry.